is fucking bullshit.
By the numbers.
It's time for By the Numbers.
It's time to be wowed by statistics and numbers.
Yeah.
So many fucking numbers.
This is poorest countries in the world ranked.
So I want to ask you guys, what do you think is the poorest country?
Poorest country. I'm gonna go with somewhere on like the West African coast. It's got to be like a West African country.
TJ, what do you think?
I'm gonna go like I don't know, the Congo or something.
Madagascar, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, like Congo.
Serviceable guesses.
Congo or maybe Ethiopia or something like that. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Poorest countries in the world. Number
Ranked.
1, Central African Republic.
All right, so we were in the right zone.
Yeah.
Burundi. What the fuck is Burundi? That's also in Africa, right?
I think.
Are you gonna show the thing on the screen, or are you just gonna read it?
Oh, sorry.
Burundi.
So if you go
Congo.
this actually explains. Go back up a little bit.
Okay.
I think this talks about purchasing
Poor
power.
Africa. Look at it. Jesus Christ.
So Africa dominates the ranking of poorest countries in the world based on the latest data from the World Bank. Last year, we spent a month. This is just them talking about this blog. However, in 2017, Ethiopia had the fastest growing economy in the world and was named by Lonely Planet as one of the best in the. I can't fucking read
Best
it.
in travel countries of that year.
Yeah, 'cause it's fucking the screen. It's like it's really small. Can you make it a little bit bigger if you're not going to read it?
Well, I'll read it. Whatever.
Okay.
Figures suggest that around a third, 33.5% of Ethiopia's population still lives in poverty. Despite the good press, the country still faces political instability, civil unrest, and abject hardships.
There's a little map showing the different countries of the world.
Yeah.
So you see Western Europe, the U.S., Canada, Australia, New Zealand, all blue.
Poor Africa, dude. Africa just looks like a flared up herpes sore on the world.
Yeah, it really does.
With this filter. I mean,
Well, you
it's
see
just,
that in Southeast Asia, too.
So, yeah, there's a little pocket of pretty deep red in it looks like
Japan.
Central America.
Yeah, Japan has a blue as well. But a lot of places in the world are pretty poor.
Dirt fuck poor.
Central
So
African
Congo,
Republic.
TJ, that's why I said that was a good guess, because you were number
So what is this
3?
number next to it? Is that just the rank, or what is that?
International, and then a
That's
dollar
their
sign?
purchasing power.
So what does that mean? Explain that.
Go up a little bit. It actually explains it to you.
Okay. Where? Around here somewhere?
Yeah, right there.
PPP is an alternative to using market exchange rates. The actual purchasing power of any currency is the quality of that currency.
Is GDP per capita based on purchasing power parity?
Okay. So it's basically just GDP per capita.
Central African Republic, Burundi, the Congo,
The Democratic Republic of Congo, TJ.
Democratic Republic,
Liberia, founded by American slaves.
Niger, Malawi,
Founded by American slaves with the help of the United States government with the intent to exploit it as an outpost in fucking Africa. But
Mozambique,
Mozambique.
bitch.
It's not Biqui, dude.
It is.
It isn't.
Sierra
Mozambique.
Leone,
Togo.
Madagascar. So you guys had a lot of good guesses.
So Madagascar, that was one Paul guessed. Not as close as me.
And
but,
the double asterisk means I think that's pretty old data.
Eritrea. I've never heard of that shit. Comoros, Guinea, Bissau, I don't know. Gambia, the Gambia.
The Gambia.
It's like the Ohio State, the Gambia.
The Gambia. Ethiopia, number 15. Burkina Faso. Haiti. Uganda. Rwanda. South Sudan. Afghanistan. Guinea. Chad. Zimbabwe.
Pretty much all of Africa, Southeast
Kiribati,
Asia.
Mali. Timor-Leste. Benin. Solomon Islands. Nepal.
Let's
Yemen.
go to the bottom of the list, because we're kind of getting a good idea.
See who the richest fucking
who the
country
richest
is.
fucks. Syria. No, obviously no data.
Qatar.
Qatar.
Whatever.
Qatar. Luxembourg. Singapore. Brunei Darussalam.
Brunei.
Kuwait. United Arab Emirates.
Rich,
Ireland. Switzerland.
tiny,
Norway.
So mainly like tiny little countries.
Man, we're not even number 1 on this shit. Come on, USA.
They're very rich.
I mean, we're pretty fucking wealthy, though.
Get back to where you once
But
belonged.
man, dude, like, look at the disparity between us at 57,000 and the top. Or no, not just that disparity, but with the top too.
$6.99.
So $6.99
down to there
to our 57,000 something to the top end of the data 127. So more than double us.
Fucking Qatarians, pieces of shit.
That's a rich fucking place, man.
Rich oil country.
Yep.
That's also very small too.
Why is Ireland so rich? I thought they had economic problems not too long ago. Now they're fucking all.
Oh, Ireland's turned around, boyo.
I thought they were just a bunch of drunks. What
You
the fuck?
seem to have heard some old news about the Emerald Isle. We've updated things.
Top of the morning to you.
We've fixed all our economic problems.
They're after me lucky charms.
We started
The most
monetizing visits to the
stereotypical Irish
Blarney
accent.
But
you
what
can
about the
imagine.
most dangerous countries in the world?
Oh shit, dude.
Danger.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
I'm gonna guess Brazil is pretty high up here. I see a lot of motherfuckers getting
Yeah,
slaughtered.
Brazil.
In
I'm gonna say Liberia. Per capita, I gotta say Liberia's got to be the most dangerous place to be
I
in
know
the
the
world.
answer, so I'm not going to guess because what's the point?
A divided world. Let's see. Syria.
Syria.
Yeah, that
I
makes
mean, come
sense.
on.
I mean, I guess hot war zone would be.
Yeah. Afghanistan, South Sudan, all highly contested areas.
Iraq still on
Iraq.
there.
Somalia.
Somalia. That's fun. I like Somalia. Yemen.
Dude, looks like Liberia is way safer than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not even on here. Where's Liberia even at?
Dude, you got to go way down. Liberia is a safe motherfucker, dude. I'm going to Liberia now.
Maybe it's just one of the ones that don't have data.
Wait, no, yeah, I was going to say, there's no way that Liberia is safer than the United States. There's literally, like, people
there's nothing like
cannibalizing
that on
one
there.
another in
Iceland,
Liberia.
dude. You want to be really safe? Go to Iceland.
All right, so let's check this out.
So, let's first read.
Brazil's pretty low down. That's weird.
Well, you have to say they compiled the list.
All right. Where is that at?
You have to actually read.
The global level of peace has deteriorated by 0.27% over the last year, according to the latest
Not so
Global
bad.
Peace Index (GPI) report. The 12th edition of the report, the only statistical measure of its kind, makes it possible to rank 163 independent states based on how peaceful they are, or conversely, how dangerous. The 163 states cover over 99.7% of the world's population and are assessed using 23 indicators, each branded or normalized on a scale from 1 to 5. The index, produced by the Institute for Economics and Peace, measures global peace using 3 broad themes: the level of safety and security in society, the extent of domestic and international conflict, and the degree of militarization.
So, right. So that's the 3-pronged broad
Well, by
approach
that
they took to
fucking
this.
standard, America should be at the bottom if militarization is fucking...
We should be a little shade darker than just yellow.
Oh, we're
I agree
good.
with that. I mean, we're probably yellow due to our militarization.
This is the
That
fourth
is
successive
an
year...
unfair ranking. For
Blah, blah, blah.
America.
All right, so let's take a look.
Safest countries.
So Syria's a dangerous motherfucker.
Well, no shit.
Don't go to Syria.
Civil war's going on.
Afghanistan,
Same
South
deal.
Sudan, Iraq, Somalia, Yemen, Libya, Congo.
Like, how many of these places are places that we've had boots on the ground recently? Like, thanks, America.
We're
We
spreading
really,
peace.
Yeah, we
dude.
really brought freedom and peace
Look
and
at that number 10,
a
though, is
bright
Russia.
economy to these places, didn't
Russia, our enemy. Vladimir Putin.
Sudan,
It's actually pronounced Sudan. Thank you.
the Ukraine,
Pakistan.
North Korea. What?
How do we even have reliable statistics from
Yeah, I
North
don't-
Korea? Yeah, Turkey sucks.
Well, it's the Institute compiling this list. So obviously, North Korea gets like a 5 on militarization.
yeah, there's Venezuela, Colombia, Mali, Israel. Yeah, it's not too safe. Rockets being fucking launched at you.
That's racist, TJ.
Palestine. I happen to think probably it's more dangerous to be in Palestine than it is
TJ.
Israel. 'cause
Venezuela.
Oh,
Right
so
there.
you're a cuck.
The paradise of Venezuela.
Yeah, it's
TJ.
definitely
Venezuela.
It's definitely more dangerous to be in the part of the place that's throwing the bombs, TJ. That's ridiculous. They're bomb throwing maniacs attacking a peaceful country.
Well,
Of course, it's more dangerous to be inside of Israel. They're the target of all
Of
the
the hate.
terrorists.
They're the target of the hate.
Am
but I mean,
sure attack.
Israel's attacks against Palestine are actually
Attacks?
effectual.
You mean their defense?
All right,
Defense,
well,
TJ.
whatever you want to call it.
Their defense against a hostile force right outside.
How many
the border.
rockets were launched into Israel,
Yeah,
TJ?
exactly.
Mexico.
Pull up some numbers.
Mexico. I think that more Palestinians are killed by Israelis
Wrong.
than vice versa.
I think you're wrong.
Well, I'm not.
I think you're wrong.
Ethiopia. Yeah. There's this Eritrea.
think it's Eritrea.
game. Eritrea?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Well, I've never heard of it.
Or you might be right. It might be Eritrea.
I have
don't know.
no idea. I've never fucking...
Philippines.
The only place I've heard of it on is Robin Quivers, Howard Stern's weird sidekick.
Yeah.
Went on this like self-aggrandizing mission to do something right for the world and ended up like championing some cause in that country for a school for girls.
Myanmar,
Myanmar is a little safer than the United States.
then the U.S., and then Armenia.
So we're better
What?
off in Armenia.
We're tucked
or
between-
Turkmenistan, really?
What? Honduras?
So I'd be
El
better
Salvador?
off. I'd be a safer person if I lived in fucking Honduras.
No.
Like, get me out of
Honduras
here.
is a... Yeah, you're right. It is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the bottom of the list?
So the safest?
The safest of the safe, dude.
All right, so here's some of the safe countries. Iceland
Canada
is safe.
pretty high up on that list.
Oh, bullshit.
I don't know how
Zealand
they
is
get
safe.
away with that being so close to us, but Iceland, yeah.
Austria,
Austria.
Portugal, Denmark, Canada, the Czech Republic, Singapore, and Japan and Ireland.
Damn, Ireland's doing
Slovenia.
pretty good.
Yeah, Ireland's really.
Let's move to Ireland.
you. Safer than a baby's bonnet here.
Ireland is richer and safer than us.
I'll promise you, if you come to Ireland, not a hair on your head'll be harmed, boyo. Not a hair.
Not even one.
We got rid of all that violence and
Dude,
nonsense.
he did his ass beat in a fucking bar in Ireland. We all know that.
Yeah. He'd be like, oh, kiss me the bloody stone, bitch. Give me another pint, faggot. And they'd be like, oh, step outside, boy. We're about to give you a thrashing.
That's not true. Ireland is not a violent place, as this list demonstrates.
I'll make an exception for you.
I'm way more likely to get my ass kicked right here in the good old U.S. of A.
I don't think so.
Looks like you're using ad
Oh,
block.
shit, dude. This didn't happen when I was pulling this.
All right, well, hold on. Let me just fucking disable ad block for a second.
Damn, TJ. Should have fucking tested these links out.
I already did it, you fucker.
Oh, look what you're doing, TJ. You're terrible.
Son of a bitch. Fucking
So-
ad shit.
The 50 most violent cities in the
Scotty,
world.
you had a real fucking hard-on for violence when you were making this list, huh?
Well, I figured people want to know where the violent places in the world.
All right,
they can
so here we
protect
go.
Themselves from not going to them.
Calcutta, Colombia has 34.78 homicides per 100,000 residents. Did Scotty just say Venezuela? I don't know, did he?
Venezuela.
Wow.
Venezuela.
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 Tsunami.
Tsunami?
Venezuela.
Tsunami.
This is my Venezuela.
This isn't my socialist paradise. So Calcutta, Colombia, 34.78 homicides per 100,000 residents. That's pretty crazy. And that's only 50. Some batshit shit.
I figured you could just skip through a lot of these. So Brazil.
Yeah, there's some Brazil. Let's just go to the. Let's go see what the top like fucking 10 or so
Hey, go
are.
back. I think New Orleans was on the list, dude.
Oh, was it? Cool.
Yep.
All right, I'll just scroll through kind of slow so we can see.
And we'll stop at once. So Brazil.
Grenada, Brazil. Nelson Mandela Bay.
South Africa.
No.
Ooh.
Such a peaceful man, such a violent.
More
Legacy.
Brazil.
I told you
So
Brazil.
you were right.
Crazy.
It's a violent place, but I guess there's more
Yeah,
to
South
it.
Africa appears a lot.
Durban, South Africa.
A lot of
Mexico.
racial
Detroit,
violence
dude.
there.
There's one of our
Yeah!
cities.
Yeah.
39.69. Yeah, USA. USA.
Yeah, man. You know,
Hey,
can
New
we,
Orleans. Yeah,
New Orleans.
bitch.
Can we be honest
Oh,
about
yeah.
fucking
Murder, everyone. Yeah, New Orleans. It's so much fun. All right.
Can we talk about Detroit for a second? Can
Yeah.
we really call it a U.S. city anymore?
Yeah.
Isn't it just something that we've forgotten about and just left to die on its own? Like, they've been drinking rust water there for, like, how many
Hey,
years
that's Flint.
now?
That's
All right,
Flint.
so
Well,
that's
whatever.
That's another soundbite I need is the violin
Just
for
Michigan
when
in
Paul
general.
starts with this shit.
Brazil
More
again.
Brazil, more fucking Brazil,
Brazil.
Mexico, Colombia, Mexico,
Seen a trend here.
Honduras. Whoa, look at this shit. What the fuck is going on?
It was like Central
Just
and
an
South.
average day in
Just an
Honduras.
average day there. More Brazil. Brazil should have been higher on that fucking shit. Barquistamo, Venezuela.
If you want to help,
Venezuela.
if you want to help Honduras, what you can do is send non-slip shoes because the most injurious thing in Honduras is people sleep on the blood.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
The
US
blood
territory.
runs.
Mexico.
Ciudad
I like how everyone's no,
Obregón.
go back, dude. There's a dead body. Everyone's all like, "Can I get some popcorn?"
Yeah, people
Yeah,
are
that's
sitting
awesome,
down
dude.
and having lunch.
Yeah, they're just kind of looking back, like, yeah, that's the guy that got shot
Oh,
earlier.
it's Mexico, so like tortillas or like
Ay,
tacos.
Dios mío.
Yeah. Oh, they got a blanket for him. Hey, see, blankets should be on that list.
Brazil, more Mexico, more Colombia, more Venezuela, more Honduras, more Brazil,
See, a
more
trend on this
Guatemala. Actually, I think that was the first I saw Guatemala. More Venezuela, more Brazil.
So basically,
Baltimore.
Basically, stay the fuck out of South America.
Yeah, and Central
Central
America
and South
too.
America.
Don't go to Central
Right, this is
America.
right
Don't
near
go
the
to South
border.
America. Although I will say, what country is it in Central America that has a really progressive drug policy and shit? Isn't it Venezuela?
Progressive drug policy.
Yeah, where they're just
Uruguay.
they decriminalized all drugs and shit.
Yeah.
Uruguay.
Cool.
El Salvador.
El Salvador.
Yeah, I don't know what Venezuela's drug policies are. South Africa. It seems like I don't see a lot of African
St.
cities.
Louis.
Damn, dude.
Hey.
That's where my uncle lives. Hopefully he doesn't get shot.
He lives near St. Louis.
Calusian, Mexico. We're getting into the top 10 here. More Brazil, of course. Okay, so of course number 10 is also in Brazil.
71.38
Dude,
homicides.
I think
per
I think like
100,000.
half this list is fucking Brazil.
Yeah,
It really is.
already.
71.38 homicides per 100,000 in Bellum. Change the name to Bedlam, dude. Fuck. Some Venezuela in Ciudad Guyana. It's got dudes fucking carrying around spears and shit.
That can't be a good thing.
Ciudad Victoria, Mexico. 83.32 homicides per 100,000 residents. More Brazil.
Fortaleza.
Brazil, 83.
Dude, is the top one's gonna break over 100 homicides.
It's going up, dude.
La Paz, Mexico,
Mexico.
84.79 homicides. Tijuana, Mexico.
I've actually been there.
So now
We've
we're
already
100.
broke 100 at number 5.
Wow, I've been there.
I've been there too.
Been to
multiple
Tijuana,
times.
Yeah.
I've only been there once. Natal, Brazil, 102.56 homicides. This looks like a fun time, whatever's going on here.
Some exercise.
Acapulco, Mexico.
Dude, this used to be like
Acapulco.
a really popular destination on cruises and shit. It used to be a stop. It no longer is.
Well, now there's drug cartels there.
Yep.
Caracas, Venezuela, 111.19 homicides per 100,000 residents.
And according to TJ, a paradise.
I never said it was a paradise.
No dictatorship.
No
there.
dictatorship.
Los Cabos, Mexico.
Now that, I was shocked by
A
this.
peaceful elected leader. Los Cabos.
Los Cabos, Mexico.
does this- Okay, wait a minute. I need to look at like a map of Mexico or something at some point.
Cabos. It's by a beach.
Is it part of Cabo San Lucas?
Maybe.
I'm not sure about that, but
Let me look it up. I'll look it up right now. Los Cabos.
111 homicides per 100,000 residents. Dude, that's just fucking crazy.
I mean, Mexico has really gone to the shit. Like as the drug cartels have had their ascension and shit. It's really like it used to be when I was a kid. I went to Tijuana, but I'm telling you, the murder rate in Tijuana when I went there was not over 100 per 100,000.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Cabo
Sure.
San Lucas is part of Los Cabos.
So this also used to be a super fucking popular tourist.
Well, from what I'm
spot.
seeing here, it still is.
You know what's crazy, too?
That's
Is-
fucking
is
crazy.
there's a lot of reports from Mexico of people going there and drinking like one alcoholic drink and then like passing out.
Oh yeah. See, here's the thing. I went on a cruise one time that did the Mexican Riviera, and Cabo San Lucas was on there. Acapulco was on there. A bunch of these cities that they probably like. I assume they don't take people there anymore. But it was always the same shit. You'd get off the boat, and there would be dudes with guns, military dudes.
Dude, when I searched for
guns.
Los Cabos, all the shit that came up on the regular page was tourism shit. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's still a thriving
That's
industry.
fucking. But here's what the fucking. They let you off the boat, and there's like one street with all these touristy shits, and it's all roped off. Like they're not letting tourists wander around the fucking streets of regular fucking Cabo San Lucas and shit.
Fuck no, dude. They'd be robbed or killed.
I mean, I guess tourists can go there if they fucking want.
Yep.
I mean, it's like anything else. I mean, you're more likely.
You just wouldn't be smart to.
Yeah, it probably would not be wise to just wander off the beaten path in a place like that.
Tijuana used to be
With
a pretty
gangs and
popular.
violence and drug
There was
cartels
probably
and-
drugs and violence in Tijuana when I was a kid, but it was a
Sure.
pretty popular tourist destination. People took their kids
Someone in the chat's calling your shit, Paul.
on what?
Can someone put together a timeline of Paul's life? It seems like he has done more than is possible in his 40 years.
Oh shit! In
So
his 40
I got
years?
married, and my honeymoon. Both of our families pitched in and got us a cruise. What is that like? Too much experience to fit into almost 40 years of life.
You've done too much, Paul. I don't buy it, Paul. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, Paul.
I took a honeymoon once. Too much goddamn shit has happened to this guy.
I don't buy it.
I don't buy it. Sorry, dudes. I had a
I
life.
don't fucking buy it.
I lived a
Bullshit.
lot. I'm pretty old. I've done some shit.
The most beautiful countries in the world, as voted by you. I don't remember voting in this, but whatever. Vietnam.
It is pretty. I mean, look at that.
That is pretty gorgeous.
I mean, how much of that is cultivated by humanity, though, and how much of that is just naturally how it occurs there?
I mean, this would probably be a pretty beautiful scene without the rice fields or whatever the fuck those are. I think those are like rice paddy shit.
Right.
So, yeah, but I think that adds to the beauty of it.
No, it really does.
Because it looks like a bunch of little stairways and shit.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Croatia.
Look at this shit, dude.
Yeah, that's nice looking.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, I'd love to visit Croatia.
Fuck that. It was on some of those lists.
I don't
Oh,
care.
Dude, it'd be fine.
Pff, whatever.
Be fine.
Take my
It'd
chances.
be fine, dude.
Yeah, fast forward 2 years later, me and Scotty are drunk coming out of a bar in Croatia, and some big fucking crazy Russian-looking dude with a big giant broken nose just shivs me in my ribs. Scotty's like, "Oh shit!" and fucking like I'm dead.
What? In Croatia? Come
Ireland
on,
gets
dude.
to be on the beautiful list too. We're moving to fucking Ireland.
Dude,
Fuck
look
this.
at this shit, dude.
No, they're richer, they're safer, they're more beautiful. It's
Filthy.
bullshit.
Oh, they got the rainbow, TJ.
Taste the rainbow,
Oh,
TJ.
so beautiful.
I've always wanted to go to Ireland.
We're going to fucking Ireland.
You know what? You know why I've always wanted to go to Ireland? That fucking stupid ass
Look at the
Nicole
Irish
Kidman,
ball.
Tom Cruise movie, Far and Away, where he starts.
Far and
Like when
Away.
that movie starts, he's like a little peasant farmer, but he's living in the most beautiful place I've ever seen. It's like this green, verdant cliff overlooking beautiful, calm ocean as far as the eye can see and shit. And I'm just like, oh my god! Like my dream in life, my bucket list consists of one item. I want to stand on one of those cliffs in Ireland, and I want to smoke a fat fucking joint while the sun goes down.
That's beautiful, Paul.
That's it. If I can do that, I can die a happy Paul's ego. There are people in Ireland, like people that watch us in Ireland, that have told me they can make that happen for me. So I just need to take somebody up on their offer one of these times.
Hell,
You
yeah.
could come stay with me, Paul Ziga.
Make them blow you too,
Norway.
Paul.
I'll take you to the cliffs over by Kerry.
Yeah, this looks pretty and all, but it also looks fucking freezing ass cold. So.
It is, but I mean, look,
That's
you know,
beautiful, though.
that is a beautiful
Look at the
fucking
sky.
scene, TJ.
Yeah.
Like a fucking Bob Ross painting back there.
Yeah. He was pretty talented, whatever.
Whatever.
Peru.
Peru. This is that kind of desolate beauty they're showing off here, but I think that there's a lot of beauty in the desert.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people.
The desert can be pretty cool.
Go on your fucking dune buggy, dude.
Little green dome.
Tear some ass.
Switzerland. Holy shit.
Oh, look at that, dude. The
Damn.
Swiss Alps, dude.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a sight right there. That's a great
Los
picture.
Alpos. Yeah, that's a beautiful fucking shot and a beautiful area.
Think
I'm
about all
sure.
that climbing she had to do to get there, though.
Enjoy the snow on those peaks, by the way, because that'll be gone in 10 or 20 years.
Finland. Yeah.
Finland looking
Cold
good.
as shit. It is beautiful, though.
Looking nice there, Finland.
I don't know if I want to go to Finland, but hey.
I would go to Finland because
India?
I had a friend that was a Finn.
I don't even understand. I mean, this one didn't even make sense to me. What did you talk about?
They're awesome people. What, India? Oh, dude, have you ever seen that? What's that fucking, you know that festival they do in India? The Color Festival? Holi.
Oh. okay.
Holi, though. They call it Holi. It's like a 10-day festival where people just get drunk and throw this, like, super vibrantly... Look it up. Look it up, TJ, and tell me, like, look up some pictures of Holi Festival in India.
All right.
And tell me it doesn't look like a good time. Like, literally, like, all people do is they wander around, they get drunk, they party, and they throw this super colorful powder all over you and everything. So everybody's, like, all bright colored and shit. Dude, I'd love to go to that.
All right, that does look pretty neat.
Yeah, dude.
Other people can look it up for themselves. I can't fuck.
Yeah,
I
India's
got, I
not
got
a
too
fucking
many
festival,
I got
dude.
too many tabs and shit going on
Yeah.
for me to fucking try to add new shit.
You're
while we go.
overloaded.
Yeah, so I'm not
Also, Indian food is
I'm not
going to
be as free to pull shit up as normal in this.
You know what's funny? It's like for
Mexico.
remember all those years you wanted to go have fucking Indian food? Now was denied you.
Yeah, you suck.
I wasn't because I didn't like it. I thought it was more fun to deny you the pleasure of Indian food.
Yeah,
I mean, Mexico is it's pretty sad that it's such a dangerous place to travel in now because it is really kind of like it's a super biodiverse place.
Look
It's
at
got
the ruins
like
here you could look at. I mean,
a
Man,
lot
what
like-
do you have against danger?
I just don't like the idea that, like, look, dude, in some of the, especially border towns in Mexico, where there's a lot of beautiful country there, but, like, tourists are routinely, like, kidnapped and shit.
Cool.
Ransomed and...
How about Slovenia, Paul? Would you go to Slovenia?
Yes, I would.
He would go there, dude.
Dude, especially if it was, like, a cabin on that little peak in the foreground, yeah.
Right here?
Right there.
That's
Dude, can you imagine having, not something super obtrusive, but just a really basic log cabin right there?
Wales.
It looks beautiful. I don't know. Kind of looks a little swampy around the edges there,
Yeah, it's got a lot of muck and shit.
but I'm sure
I mean,
it's
look,
got its
then you have a
natural
fucking
beauty.
castle, dude. We don't.
Castle's awesome.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, we don't have that.
America.
We don't have a fucking castle. We have shit like this, though.
Purple.
You know what?
I mean, that's Yosemite, right?
We
We got to be honest, though. A lot of our beauty is in the West. Not all of it, but a lot of it really is.
Most of it.
I mean, dude, yeah, you're right.
The Smoky Mountains.
You
are
did say
beautiful.
not all of it, because I'm telling you, dude, a lot of places that are not cool to go because the towns in them suck are beautiful, like Appalachia. Appalachia's fucking beautiful country.
I don't know, man. Like, you fucking diss on the swamp, but if you're really out there in the swamp,
it's beautiful.
It has its own sort of beauty to it.
I mean, I don't want to be in it, but I like watching documentaries about it. I can see the beauty of it.
I like
from
Spanish
afar.
moss and shit. I'll miss it when we leave this area. Iceland. Wow. I can really, you could just, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There's the ice, you know? They ain't lying.
I mean, Iceland is one of those, like, if I was ever super rich, the compound, but not compound rich, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I could buy my own island, I'd probably move to Iceland or Greenland. Like, it just seems like, I don't know, the place to
Oh,
be.
dude, you don't want to live in Iceland. Like, you know what? It's cold there. The way you dress, it's perfect. It's almost always cold in Iceland.
Right.
It's close to Europe. It's close to the U.S.
Yep. This has
They're
all
good.
been part of my consideration. You know, easy flight from to either of the big, you know, areas of the world that I'd ever want to go to.
England.
England.
Some beautiful coast, but man, if you're lucky, you get some sun.
English countryside is kind of nice looking.
Oh, what's the weather going to be like? Let me check the forecast. Rain. Tuesday, rain. Wednesday, rain. Thursday, heavy rain. Shit.
when we were in
Friday, rain.
When we were in London, dude.
Saturday, light rain.
Yeah.
Okay, barbecue on Saturday.
There was a couple days where it was decent, but man, when it rains, dude, it was just fucking pouring fucking rain. We're not getting light rain; it was pouring.
My
fucking
favorite
rain.
I
quote
don't know.
on
There's
England happens
rainy
in that.
places can be nice. I mean, like Seattle was. I mean,
Yeah.
like the Pacific Northwest is beautiful, but it rains a shit ton too.
Dude, I love that quote in England in that Guy Ritchie movie Snatch. There's this American dude that goes to England. He has a horrible time and he's leaving, you know, and he's talking to the customs agent. And she's saying, "Do you have anything to declare?" And he says, "Yeah, don't go to England."
It is a good line. It's a good movie too.
Indonesia.
Damn, now we're getting more like tropical.
Well, that's
island.
cool.
Look at that. She got a fucking volcano.
Yeah, that's beauty, man. I mean, it might not be like you got to think though that beauty comes at a price. A lot of bloodsuckers out there in that fucking jungle, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, some serious
Dude,
swamp
just
ass, dude.
like you just walk out in that
I mean,
jungle. Before you got to that mountain, you'd be eaten. You'd be eaten completely gone.
These places are being appraised for just aesthetic appeal
Right.
alone.
And I gotta admit, that's
I
one
mean,
of the
that's a hell
prettiest.
of a shot
That's one
right
of the
there.
prettiest pictures we've seen. I'm really susceptible to mountains in the background.
South Africa.
I don't know about this one, man. This one doesn't appeal to me. I can see the beauty in it, but I don't know. This looks kind of desert meets the sea.
No,
kinda.
Italy.
Italy.
That's a beautiful country.
Yeah, no debate here.
I mean, these fucking little cliffside kind of places, these other mountainside
Yeah.
towns and stuff.
Yeah, they got a lot of character to them. They got a lot of authenticity to them.
I mean, they haven't shown the ones like Cinque Terre and other things, or Rome. I mean, it's such a beautiful.
I'd want to
architecture
visit
and
like
scene.
this type of stuff if I ever got to go to Europe. Go off the beaten path a little bit and visit these little kind of.
You'd want to see it all, honestly. All of
New
it's
Zealand. Why did they choose this picture
great.
for New
That's a
Zealand?
terrible picture to represent New Zealand when there's so many beautiful.
Here's
I mean,
this shit bridge.
I
in
have
the middle of
I have an
nowhere.
affinity for this though. I really like this shot here because
I don't like it.
I like that grassy, sandy beachside type of thing because that's my favorite place in the world is like that. So
Wrong.
All right.
fuck you, TJ.
So what else we got? Canada.
What?
Oh, Canada. That is really fucking pretty.
It's beautiful there. I mean, like Alaska's got to be number one, right?
Well, no, we already did U.S.
Yeah, but Alaska itself, dude.
This is countries.
Oh.
So
Oh.
that Alaska can't possibly be Alaska. It has
can't
to be a
treat the
country.
United
I'm guessing this
States
is like
one thing.
Alberta or something.
We got
Yeah, well,
ugly
they did.
countries here too.
All right. So what do you guys think is number one, Scott? You might already know, so you just shut
I
up.
already know.
All right, the most beautiful. So I'm trying to think what hasn't a beautiful place that hasn't been on the list.
Like the Himalayas or something.
Maybe
I don't know.
has
What's the
yeah
chat?
the
thing,
Alps
TJ?
were already there, right? Yeah, the Alps were already there.
Switzerland, yeah, I was already there.
Switzerland was already there. I'm trying. Hold on. I want to register a guess. Fuck, man. I don't know, dude. Thailand, maybe.
Wrong.
I don't know. Hey, maybe you were right. I just went Scotland, bitch.
Whoa.
Scotland, dude.
Motherfucking Scotland.
Not technically its own country, but still.
Yeah, so beautiful. They still made it number one anyway.
We're not as safe and we're not as progressive, but goddammit, we're way more beautiful than those stupid fucking Irish.
I love it, dude. Good old Scotland.
Beautiful country, dude. Beautiful land.
I'd love to go to both. I mean, I'd love to
dude, the entire
take
United
a tour
Kingdom,
of that whole area.
Yeah, the entire United Kingdom.
My roots are in that area, so it's like, I want to
Your
see
ruts?
Ireland. My roots.
My roots.
My roots.
My roots. My roots. My roots. My roots. All right. Inequality index. Where are the world's most unequal
So we know
countries?
America will be last, and we're the most equal country of all.
The best, most equalist country
the best.
ever. Thank you very much. Inequality isn't all about income. Here's a guide to different ranking systems from wealth distribution to World Happiness Report and which countries rate best and worst under each. Measuring comparative levels of global inequality is far from straightforward. Is it fair to focus only on financial inequalities, or should we consider quality of life too? If so, how do you measure it? There are three key measures of financial inequality: income, consumption, and wealth. Usually the term inequality is used to mean income inequality, as it's the basis for most measures and the best documented of the three. But there are compelling arguments for using consumption or wealth, too. Consumption often tracks income, as people's living standards can be understood through what they consume. Wealth or accumulated capital can also be a strong determinant of living standard in an increasingly unequal world. Of course, monetary measures fail to capture inequalities beyond material standards of living. What about equitable access to health care and education, or quality of life for women or minorities in a certain country?
Oh, scratch the last sentence.
Here's a quick guide to some measures of inequality and how countries compare under them. So you got financial inequality. So here, let's just take a look at this chart here. We got the top 5 countries and the bottom 5 countries. So
You have the Ukraine,
So these are the
Slovenia.
most unequal.
Norway.
so wait, yeah, what?
How is this?
Yeah, which way does this chart work?
So the light blue is more equal.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, so these are the most economically equal countries, and then the dark blue. So the higher up is worse.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the top 5 countries for financial equality are Ukraine, Slovenia, Norway, Slovak Republic, and the Czech Republic.
I mean, I think like all of those Eastern European countries that are on there just because everybody in the country's dirt poor. I mean, that's one form of financial equality, right?
That's not true about Norway, though.
Well, yeah, Norway, that's what I mean. Like the Eastern European countries, though, Ukraine, Slovenia, the Slovak Republic, and the Czech Republic.
Well, they probably have more women in professions. They probably it's probably more equal pay.
Maybe.
So the bad ones for inequality are Central African Republic, Botswana, Haiti, Namibia, I don't know,
Namibia.
and South Africa. So all African.
Not too good in that measure.
The current top and bottom ranked countries according to the Palma ratio. Well, we got to fucking figure out what that is.
That is an alternative.
The Palma ratio is an alternative to the Gini index. Gini index? I don't know.
Guinea.
Fucking Guinea cocksucker. And focused on the difference between those in the top and bottom income brackets. The ratio takes the richest 10% of the population's share of the gross national income and divides it by the poorest 40% of the population's share. This measure has become popular as more income inequality research focuses on the growing divide between the richest and the poorest in society.
What was it focused on before?
This one, using most recent figures, Namibia and Haiti are among the most unequal countries in terms of income distribution based on the Gini index.
I get it.
Whatever.
So they were looking at just kind of like the distribution of wealth,
Yeah,
and
the
not
income distribution.
right.
All right, so this was looking at
this is comparing.
I mean, this was just looking at a broader picture. This
Right.
one's looking just at the top 10% and the bottom 40%.
Exactly.
So the best countries for that, pretty similar to last time: Ukraine, Norway, Slovenia, Slovakia, Kazakhstan, where Borat was from,
Kazakhstan.
and the worst, I think, are exactly the same: Central African Republic,
have many
Namibia,
problems.
Botswana, Haiti, and South Africa.
Economic, and Jew.
So South Africa is just dog shit on both of these. So it's
So-
like
Yeah.
it's like a place where you've got the richest of the rich and the poorest of the poor.
Essentially, yes. Not a great place. Not doing too good on income inequality.
And a small fraction of the population controls a vast majority of the country's wealth, which is then unequally distributed.
So what about living standards? Mixed rankings are based on a range of measures rather than solely focusing on income, wealth, or consumption. The idea is to put people's access to opportunities and a sense of well-being at the forefront and encourage countries to guide their public policies towards making the citizens happier rather than just increasing GDP.
so not just economic gains, also people.
So this is
being
happiness.
a satisfaction with the quality of life.
The top happy countries: Norway,
Norway.
Denmark, Iceland,
Denmark.
Switzerland, and Finland.
Ireland again, huh?
Yeah, he's fucking.
Think
No,
they're fucking
Iceland,
better than
Ireland,
us?
Ireland's
Why
not here.
wouldn't we love to be here?
Ireland's not
Boyle?
on there. It's Iceland, dude.
Oh, it's Iceland. Oh, thank
Said
God.
Iceland, not Ireland.
Oh, thank
Oh.
God. I just want to
Never mind.
I want to troll Paul, dude. I want to
Fucking
troll
sucks
Paul.
here.
So the shitty ones are Rwanda, Syria, Tanzania, Burundi, and the Central African. Don't live in the Central
So
African.
pretty much
Don't
every
What
go
I'm
there.
learning today is don't live in the Central African Republic. Whatever you do,
Don't even go there.
It's bad.
It's all the way bad.
It wasn't on the beauty list. You know, it was violent. It was.
I mean, it probably could have
poor.
been. It probably
It's
could have and
violent,
should have been somewhere
it's
on that
poor,
beauty list.
has low
The
quality of
jungle
life.
is its own kind of beauty, but like as far as like amenities and shit and traveling there, I wouldn't do it.
So here's another happiness one that ranks it.
So Qatar is number
Qatar.
one.
This is GDP compared to happiness. So Qatar is number one in GDP, but 35 in happiness.
Okay.
Luxembourg is 2 in GDP, but 18 in happiness. Singapore is 3 in
this
GDP,
is
but
GDP
26.
per capita. So obviously Qatar doesn't have the biggest economy in the world, but they mean per
Right,
capita.
yeah, per capita, sure. Kuwait, 4 in GDP, 39 in happiness.
Damn.
United Arab Emirates, 5 in GDP, 21
So
in
you know
happiness.
what?
Norway, number 6 in GDP, number 1 in happiness.
So money can always buy happiness.
Yeah, Norway's got the best numbers.
Look at these
on this
miserable
list.
fucks. Hong Kong, SAR China, number 8 GDP, number 71 in happiness.
They're not
Damn.
happy at all, and they're fucking.
That's
they're
a
doing pretty
rich
well.
ass society with a bunch of pissed off people in it.
United States, number 9, but number 14 in happiness.
that's decent.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, we're not doing
Ireland,
too bad.
number 10 in GDP, number 15 in
Ah,
happiness.
yes!
Finally, we beat them in
beat
something.
Ireland!
We're slightly happier.
Well, you know what that's based on, don't you, boyo? An Irishman is never complacent. We're never prone to sitting on our laurels and waiting for things to get better. That's why we're not happy with what we've got, even though our country's objectively more
That's
beautiful
why-
than yours.
Yeah, that's why so many Irish people
It's more
immigrated to
beautiful.
the U.S.
More
That's right.
beauty
That's
is
right. That's why
gained
they
than
left
anywhere on
fucking
the
the
world.
shitty fucking shithole of Ireland.
Go back and
They
go
came
eat
to
some
America.
fucking potatoes, you retard.
Oh wait, you don't have any.
Enjoy your number
You know what's-
5
and you know what's
beauty
great?
list country.
You know what's great, Ireland too, is
Ireland.
your population never recovered from the potato famine.
Oh, thank goodness for that, boyo. Not overpopulated this
Thank
island.
goodness. Yeah, you're
Traffic's not a problem.
Men worry about penile size more than women, says
I think this is
60-year-old research.
You know what, dude? I saw this while you were pulling last night, and I got to call bullshit
right away on this before we even read a stitch.
You know what, Paul? This is 60 years of research, so yet you can refute
Women are lying. They're lying, dude.
They're not lying.
They are lying. No woman
not
on
lying.
this planet is happy when a dude pulls his pants down for the first time and they see a little ass pee-pee there, like mine.
Or like TJ's.
Or TJ's.
Yeah, that's true.
No woman on the planet. They
see it
just
up, beep, beep.
they say nice things to us about it because they got to take care of us because it doesn't matter as much to them, but they are way more aware of it than they've let on in these fucking studies, dude.
Why would they lie in the study, though? What's the incentive? I mean, it's not like they're talking to their partner.
Because there's a lot of little dick men out there, and they're more concerned with getting
But they're
like
not
a stable income.
They're
and
talking to
and a family.
researchers, not
Right, but
not
like
a partner.
it's like anybody lies on a poll. Somebody calls you and like, "Are you going to vote for Trump?" And you're like, "No," but you really secretly
Well,
are.
and this isn't just one. This is like a meta-analysis. This isn't just one research paper either.
Right. So everybody lied on every poll.
Everyone lied on it. Okay, I mean, I guess it's possible. So 12 studies. TJ, why don't you read this about the...
Does size matter? Men feel better if they are well endowed. Psh, man, I wish I was well endowed.
Me
son of a
too.
bitch. But women don't always agree that bigger is better. Men with average size penises are much more likely to suffer from small penis syndrome.
And that's the interesting thing, is that
And some even use weights or encourage snakes to bite them to make themselves bigger.
Dude, isn't that crazy,
What a
though?
retard.
Is guys with average sized dicks are the most insecure. Not even guys with a truly small dick.
Because if you got a small dick, like, at some point you just look at it like, well, you know, what are you going to do? But if you have an average sized dick, you're like, God damn it, it's almost big.
What's average?
About 5 inches.
I think 5.5 or something is like
Yeah. So I'm right in that zone.
Yeah, you're right in the
the
zone. You have an
average.
average sized penis.
Average.
Low average, I guess.
Yeah, low average, mid average, whatever. Women are much more interested in a man's personality and looks than the size of penis, but men can experience. Well, my fucking looks and personality suck
Yeah,
too.
I know, dude. You got the short end of the stick, literally.
God
TJ.
damn.
Give me the
TJ.
big dick, God damn it!
Hey, TD, you literally got the short end of the stick, buddy.
Whoa! But men can experience real anxiety even if they are average size, according to research review
Yeah, like
published.
Paul. Like Paul's I'm sure Paul's an average sized penis.
Yeah, I've got.
How do you know
I've-
what? How many times have you looked at Paul's dicks?
I never have, but I mean,
I measured my dick once.
the
thank you.
statements he's made.
Because of this very insecurity, by the way. The first girlfriend I ever had, like, I was all bashful and shit. She was like, "What is it?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm, whatever. I think I got a kind of a small dick. When I look at porn, I don't got a dick like that." And she's like, "Let's measure it." And she did. She pulled out a fucking ruler and shit. And I got my dick hard, and we measured it, and I was, approaching 6 inches.
All right, so here we go. By drawing
You're fine, dude.
By drawing together the results of 12 studies that measured the penises of 11,531 men, they discovered the average erect penis measured from 5.5 to 6.2 inches in length and 4.7 to 5.1
So there we
inches
go.
in girth.
I'm somewhere in that average.
There you go, Paul.
Exactly.
You average, Paul.
I don't know about the girth though.
Average,
I've never
Paul.
measured my girth. I don't know how I stack up girthiness wise. I mean, I don't have a pencil dick.
got a pencil dick, Paul.
I don't have a little
Pencil dick
pencil
Paul.
pee-pee.
Wiley and Eardley also looked at the bizarre practices used by men worldwide to enhance the size of their penis, including Topanama of Brazil, who encouraged poisonous snakes to bite their penises to enlarge them for 6 months. Wow.
So would you try that, TJ? Snake bite to the dick?
I don't know. I'd have to see what the results looked like,
Probably just a
Does
big
it just
fat,
look like-
swollen chode.
Does it just look like elephantitis of the
Yeah.
dick? I mean,
just a big inflamed shit that you don't want anybody
What do you
to
think
touch
would
'cause it
happen if a
hurts so
snake
bad.
bit your dick, dude? It'd be horribly painful.
Yeah, but I mean, if there was,
Yeah,
let's
it would
say,
swell.
well, let's say you go visit the fucking Topanama of Brazil, right? And
Yeah.
they're like, "Yo, check it. The snake bites our dick. It makes our dicks bigger." And you're like, "That sounds horrible." But then you see the snake bite their dick, and then it just gets bigger and just looks good. It doesn't look all swollen. It should just look like a bigger dick. When you be kind of like,
I'm fine with the size of my dick, so I don't care.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I used to worry about it when I was a younger man, but as I've gotten older, I've never had problem finding a woman that was fine with my dick. So it's probably
that's what I'm
fine. Yeah, I don't really worry about it all that much. I definitely would like if I could snap my fingers and get a bigger dick, I'd probably do it.
Sure, any dude would. I'm
just
sure.
for personal fucking reason. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd like to swing a little more meat, but I would never engage in any kind of surgical alteration or anything to get a bigger dick. That's the line for me.
I'd never like do this crazy snake bite bullshit or buy weights to hang off my cock. Like, I don't care enough to get a product. I wouldn't buy a cream for making my dick bigger. It just ain't happening.
Other key findings of the review include a survey of 50,000 heterosexual men and women found that 66% of men said their penis was average size, 22% said large, and 12% said small.
Have you ever tried any of this shit, TJ? Like this dick stretcher shit?
No, because I look into the efficacy of these things.
I mean, he
and
realizes
they're
You've
it's
all
never
bullshit.
once bought a single penis enlargement product in your life.
No,
Okay, I'm just wondering.
no.
Just
He
wondering.
probably has.
No,
I was
have not.
I was thinking that
I've
maybe
never
you
bought
had.
He's probably bought the
Extends.
weights. You probably
I've
bought the
never
weights.
bought no weights. I've never bought none of that
The
nonsense.
weights, dude.
85% of women were satisfied with their partner's penile size, but only 55% of men were satisfied.
See? That's what the problem is, Paul. You're not satisfied.
All that tells me is that like 85% of women are liars. So
I don't
what else
think
is
so,
this
Paul.
about?
I don't think so.
Two studies reported that 90% of women prefer a wide
Paul,
penis to a
Paul,
long
you
one.
defeated your own argument because you're like, I've never had a problem finding a woman that would sleep with me and be in a relationship with me.
You're right.
So you're
I've
saying all
undermined
that.
myself.
You're saying all this shit, but it's like, Paul, if you're really not packing that much down there, then why are you?
I'm not.
Then why are you saying this? Because like
I'm packing even less flaccid, man. That's
that's what I'm
That's
saying
what
to
I
you.
would like more than actual dick size and length. I'd like just a flaccid dick that looks okay. You know what I mean? Because like, man, dude, I'm a shower for real. It looks like sometimes it looks like a little belly button down there before I'm hard. You know what I mean? And no dude wants to fucking like walk around with a little belly button in front of a chick, you know? So like sometimes even now, dude, I've been with Ashley, she's seen my little belly button dick before, but like I'll like when I know I've got no pants on and Ashley's gonna be around, I'll fluff myself a little bit, you know what I mean? Just so I've got a little partial chub so I don't walk out there with my little belly button. Fuck that, dude. I'd rather have optical inches on my dick than like more length and girth overall hard.
Small penis syndrome is much more common in men with normal size penis than those with a small micro penis
Exactly,
with a flaccid length of less than 7 centimeters.
I mean, I don't know what
Dude,
the
how does
length
it feel to have a
2.7
micro
inches.
penis?
One study found that 63% of men complaining of small penises said their anxieties started with childhood comparisons, and 37% blamed erotic images viewed in their teenage years. None of the men studied actually had a micro penis.
Yeah, I think I started worrying about it because of porn. I think I'd answer that. Like, if like
Yeah, because you're comparing yourself to like the top 1% of penile
right.
size.
But I didn't know that at the time. You don't know that as a kid. When you first get into porn, you just think that like, oh my god, look at how like, because every dude has got like a 7+ inch Coke can of a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you're
that's
just
so
like,
true.
you're like, whoa. And then you look at your cock and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with
what,
me?
what happened to me?
Dude, am I half a chick or something? Like, where's my cock? It's fucked up, man. That's a fucked up thing to go through.
What happened to me?
They need more like, average dick porn
Average dick porn.
for people like me that don't want to be
Average dick
intimidated
porn
by
with
this.
Paul.
Porn that won't make you feel bad about yourself.
And then porn just like fetishizes dick size too. So there's like a whole like genre of porn that's just like dudes that have like these absurdly like fucking like 14 inches
Yeah,
long.
the anaconda comes
Like
out.
the chicks that are in the porn are like most of them are clearly not enjoying it. They're just like, fuck. It just feels like they're being reamed by like a column holding up a building or some shit. It's like this is like that's the average dick you see in porn. Man, that's
Was
so
that Pat
cruel.
Oswalt bit? Drop your pencil in my mine shaft. Yeah, basically that.
Yeah, man. Maybe if they didn't lay such a head trip on young boys about dick size, we wouldn't be all insecure about it. But it's just like it's constantly
Now
like
Paul blames society.
dick.
Society done it.
Big dick, big dick, fat dick, and you're just like, oh man,
Here's exactly how much time you'll spend having sex in your life.
cool.
Well, not you, Paul. I mean, we know you're a 2-pump chump.
it's
all right.
time to officially find out if you're having the right amount of sex.
Okay.
Let's find out. Think about your life for a minute. All right.
All right, thinking about it.
What do you do in a day? How much time do you spend doing each of those things? Research shows that we spend about 26 years of our lives sleeping. Wow, that's depressing. We spend 9.1 years eating.
Sweet.
Awesome. Solid 92 days on the
Oh,
toilet.
dude, I'm way.
I think
above
I'm
that.
high on
Yeah.
that. I think I'm high on that one.
You're high on the last two.
Time well spent. I might be lower on the sleeping
Oh,
one.
dude, you're definitely lower on the sleep one.
But have you ever thought about how much time you spend having sex? Considering sex is a huge part of our lives theoretically, surely it takes up a lot of our time. Or does it?
Dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. According to a study by Reebok. Wait, what?
Dude, that's... I don't know, dude.
Why did Reebok...
I guess they wanted to know.
Okay. Reebok... What?
They wanted to know.
We don't spend very much time between the sheets at all. In fact, the average person will only spend 0.45% of their life having sex, which translates to roughly 117 days. That's about 4 months out of like 800. Like I said,
That's
not
all
very
you
much
get,
time at
dude.
all.
So think about how much people think about fucking.
Yeah, do
And they get
more
100
fucking.
and they get 117
How
days.
much time do they spend jerking off, though?
Yeah, that's
Hey.
what I'd like to hear about.
But obviously, this number changes. Well, yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, some people have way more than this.
I guess that's it.
But I think a lot of people don't really even.
So it's just one little fact.
I mean, incels probably get like 2 days.
They don't get none.
They get zero.
That's the whole point.
Well, I
is
mean,
they're celibate involuntarily.
Well, I mean, I'm sure some incels get laid eventually.
I just convinced my girlfriend to do it with me as this DFF plays in the background. Speaking of, cool.
Congratulations,
Dude, get this guy on the
Congratulations.
get this guy on the Discord and let us listen in, dude.
Boom.
Alright, good. I'm gonna fuck you for deep fat fried now, okay?
Alright, I guess.
Yeah, you like it, bitch? Yeah. Does it feel? Did that feel good for you too?
I just busted a nut.
Did that feel good for you too?
Yeah, I guess.
It was good.
Cool, guys. All right.
Got fucking laid on deep fat fried, dude.
Dude, let's do the least sexy shit. Like, what's the thing that would make a chick not want to have sex at all right now?
Close up of your face. Let's see.
Yeah, find White Guilt Paul and make that full screen.
All screen white guilt, Paul.
Yeah, fuck that, you bitch.
Dude, Paul, and talk about your what was it like your pineal cyst?
Oh yeah, that fucking
Pilonidal
giant
cyst, dude.
the pilonidal cyst.
Pilonidal, that's
The giant abscess right above my ass crack. Like kind of going down into the top of my ass crack too. You know what I mean? Just huge.
I would show
It's
you
about
one,
the
but you know
size of
what?
it.
Paul said that his was worse.
I mean, I've seen some that you can find them, but like most of the ones that you find pictures of were not on par with what I had. One of the dude that did my surgery was one of the top surgeons in the country for that, and he had done like hundreds of these. And he told my girlfriend who was there to take me home, she was like, "He's going to be down for about a month," and she was like, "A month?" Because they told me like maybe a week or two based on other people. He's like, no, he was like that's the worst one I've ever done. It was huge. It was like a fist size abscess in my body with
Jesus,
a giant
dude.
black. It was the shit that came out of it when I finally went to the doctor with it was black. So that's just like death. When black shit comes out of that's like something that's been dead for a long time and it just sat there and rotted. So I just had all this infection.
Don't mind me rotting away.
Yeah, there's my face, by the way. This is what I looked like when this happened, by the way, because I didn't have a beard at this time. So,
Paul, why did you ever let anyone take this picture of you?
I didn't let anyone, dude. I had no choice.
You had no choice.
I went into work. Here's like I've told the story of this, but I'll tell it again. I went into work, and it was the worst day of my life. I was sick as a fucking dog. Like sicker than shit, but I had used up all my fucking sick days on not being sick.
Oh god.
You know what I mean? So I
Sure.
didn't have any, so I was like, I gotta go tough it out. I had also recently, like within a day or two, decided I'm gonna shave off my beard. I'm sick of this, and then I immediately was like, no. So this is like 2 days.
So you have like beard regret, you're sick,
Yeah.
you're in a bad mood.
I'm sick as a dog. I'm wearing the fucking worst shirt that I had. You know what I mean? Just like it hadn't been ironed since I bought it 4 years before. Just a shit shirt.
Yeah, it's all
and I
wrinkled.
show up and I go to my boss's office like I did every morning to clock in, and I was like, hey, and he's like, oh, picture day, so go on down the hall. It's 2 doors down. They're doing pic. And I was like, what? So this is that.
Damn.
This was on the website where I worked for years. This is what people like when they went and looked me up in like the internal website for the fucking school district. This is what they saw.
I have to contact this Paul Park. Never mind. Who's the supervisor? I'm gonna contact him.
So yeah, this is the least sexy thing that you could have put on the screen right now.
Yeah, I hope we ruined their sex.
Yeah, there's no way they're fucking now.
Oh, dude, he's limp now.
This is how
She's
people
dry,
all
he's
over the
limp.
world use tech in their sex lives. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Blah, blah, blah.
The age of Tinder and VR
I don't
porn.
want to
Yeah.
fucking read their shitty prose, so. What is this? What does it do?
It's the world.
Whoa. Whoa. That was useless.
Yeah,
shit.
hit the X on the right side.
Yeah, this is creepy.
So go down.
Fewer people than you think are using dating apps. Less than a third, 30% of respondents globally used apps to find some form of sexual partner.
Because it just seems like a shitty way to be paired up with someone.
I think it really is. I mean, let's just talk about hookups.
Swedes are the most likely users of apps to find sexual partners, with almost half of respondents saying they've done so. About a third of Britons, 34% of Americans.
I have a feeling if Paul was in Sweden, he'd probably be fine with those apps.
Russians are among the least likely to use them.
3%.
Yeah,
Damn.
Russians don't need that shit.
They don't need that shit. They're just fucking in the streets.
We go out and we get the pussy.
But those who do are looking for love.
Want some love?
Globally, just 10% of dating app users are looking for a one-night stand.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
People are just as likely to use apps to find long-term and short-term relationships, 15% each. Respondents from Sweden also have the highest level of app use for one-night stands and hookups, 21%.
You were saying, Paul, so you wouldn't be using it if you were in
as
Sweden?
well as for finding a long-term partner, 23%. Some 36% of Americans say they're using dating apps to look for long or short-term partner, with just 1 in 10, 11%, saying they're looking for a one-night stand.
Well, a lot of those people are lying.
Liars.
Most people on fucking
Every
dating-
time you guys don't like what a poll reveals, you're like, lies.
Because everyone I know
Lies.
that's used that shit has been looking to fuck. Nothing else.
That's what they tell you, Scotty. But in their heart of hearts, they're looking for the
Looking for
love.
love. Oh,
They're
okay.
looking for the love. Globally, 67% of respondents have sexted. In South Africa, 77% have sexted. In America, 74%. Brits,
Yeah!
73%.
Whoa.
And the most likely nationalities to have sent sex, well, Japan, 34%, and South Korea, 30%, are the least likely. About half, 54%, of French and Italian respondents sexted. Globally, old-fashioned text gets the job done for most sexters, but 43% of 18 to 20-year-olds prefer to use
Yeah, they want
Snap.
snaps, dude. They want to fucking see.
Let's do some snapping. Little sperm.
Snap that
heading
ass.
for the egg. Some are using apps to learn more about sex. Chinese respondents are more likely to have used
Well,
an
I
app
put my
to learn
pee-pee.
more about sex. So that's 32%. While Singaporeans, 11%, and Dutch, 12%, are the
What do
least
you need
likely.
an app to learn about where to fucking stick your dick?
All right, so it's time to learn about sex. Guess I'll download Tinder or whatever the fuck. The tech has an aspect of nearly every aspect of our lives. Well, who doesn't know that?
Has an impact.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you didn't.
What'd I say?
You said something else. You didn't read the sentence right.
All right, whatever.
And tech has had an impact.
These 12 funny statistics prove you're no crazier than the average American. Oh,
I'm
yeah?
gonna find out if you are.
71% could name Alexander Hamilton as a U.S. president. He wasn't.
Good job,
see
America.
See for yourself in these mind-blowing facts about Alexander Hamilton. Well, I knew Alexander Hamilton was not president. He might as well have been. He was pretty powerful. I mean, he kind of controlled Washington. 70% of people describe themselves as dog people. Yeah. Well, dogs are better than people, so why not? 64% own a smartphone. 67% will check it even if it doesn't ring.
TJ.
Wow.
TJ!
Please don't engage in these annoying texts. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. 55% say they get enough sleep on work days. Lucky bastards.
They're lying, dude.
52% have money invested in the stock market, a 20-year low. Damn, I need to get down with this stock market shit. 39% of homeowners don't know their neighbors' names. I feel really bad for the other fucking percentage that do, because I don't know. I've never known any of my neighbors' names. Actually, I take that back. When we lived in an apartment, we did. I knew the guy below us that was a prick was named Bo. And I knew the guy across from us. I didn't know his name, but I knew he watched porn at high volumes.
Oh, God, dude, that dude would Blair porn.
Ah!
We leave our apartment here.
Whoa, dude.
And I knew he wasn't asleep. I mean, if you saw him, you'd know that was.
Oh, dude, and he was
There's no way there was women in there.
He was the de facto fucking maintenance guy. He'd be like, I gotta come pour bleach in your AC again. Remember that shit, dude?
Yep. 37% have never moved from their hometowns. That is sad. That is sad.
That's so about a little bit more than a third, dude.
Wow.
It depends where you're born. If you're born
Stuck in your shithole hometown.
what if you're born in New York City?
Then go to L.A. Go
Then
somewhere
go
else.
to L.A.? Not necessarily, TJ.
34% say they are engaged at work.
Really?
Wow,
That
what
many?
faggots.
40. How many?
34% say they're engaged at
34%
work.
of Americans. This is all about
That's
Americans.
that's kind of a sad statistic, dude. You should always be engaged by your work.
I think it should be 0% personally.
Why?
Because work sucks.
So online
It
habits.
doesn't.
I wish I wasn't doing this right now. I'm not even
No, you
engaged
don't.
with this.
TJ, this is you, dude.
21% say they're online almost constantly. Good.
That is TJ.
21% speak a language other than English at home. Not in my America, you don't, you fucking commies. 11% buy their pets a gift on Valentine's Day.
That's
Okay,
true.
that's pretty
No.
lame.
I think Chelsea might be part of that 11%. 10% have thrown out dishes just because they didn't feel like washing
TJ.
it. I've never done that.
Bullshit,
I've
dude.
never done that. I've never
I have
thrown
seen
out
you
a
throw
dish.
You've thrown out glasses because you didn't want to clean them.
I've never. What? I have
I've seen
not.
you do it.
You're
Yes,
so
you have.
full of shit. Your eyes are brown, bitch.
They're not. They're blue, bitch.
How U.S. gun culture compares with the world in 5 charts. Getting a controversy here. Americans own nearly half, 48% of the estimated 650 million civilian
we're more
guns
free.
worldwide.
We have to keep ourselves safe.
So we own almost. I mean, like, we need to get over that half hurdle. We need to own half of all
Americans,
the civilian
go buy
owned
more guns right now. If you're an American, go buy a gun.
I'm not doing my part. I don't even own a gun.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you owned a gun, TJ.
No, I don't own a gun.
You don't own any guns?
Nope, not one.
Come on.
0 guns. Americans own more guns per capita than residents of
Whew.
any other country.
I feel
Yeah,
safe for
bitch.
knowing that. So let's go down that list.
So we're number 1, obviously.
So countries with the most guns, average firearms per 100 people.
89.
Damn, dude.
We almost have more guns than people. We're pretty close.
What's number 2? Yemen? Or what does it say?
Yemen at 55. They're not even close, dude. Switzerland?
That's kind of a shock. I don't think a lot of people would think Switzerland would be that high on the list.
Yeah, it's not even a violent country. Don't blame the guns, man. Finland, Serbia. Serbia? Wow. Cyprus, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Uruguay, and hey, Sweden's there.
So Europeans love their guns too, man. They can't give us shit about loving guns. Look at them.
So here's the countries with the fewest guns. Tunisia,
That
East
sucks.
Timor, Solomon Islands, Ghana, Ethiopia, Singapore, Indonesia, Eritrea, Fiji, and Bangladesh. All those countries suck.
Those
I'm
countries
going to
suck,
Fiji.
dude.
This is proof. I guess Singapore was pretty good on most of those indexes.
Yeah, Singapore is okay. Strict laws though, like
Yeah.
they have a no porn law, and they also have a.
You can't even chew gum there.
Yeah, no
fucking
chew-
bunch of cocksuckers.
Well, you can with a prescription.
I don't want a gum prescription.
You need a gum prescription, TJ.
I don't need no gum
You
prescription.
do.
Then you don't need no gum.
Then in Singapore, you're not chewing no gum, bitch.
Yeah. What are they gonna do? Shoot me? They ain't got no guns. The U.S. makes up less than 5% of the world's population, but holds 31% of global mass shooters. Yeah, we're number 1. We're number 1. We're number 1.
Great.
So 90 in the U.S. Only 18 in the Philippines, where the president actually encourages people to go shoot each other.
Yep.
18 in the Philippines, 15
Oh, we've
in
got
Russia,
it locked down here.
11
I mean,
in
like,
Yemen, and 10 in France.
No one can even fucking touch us, dude.
We've got the angsty dude with a gun market locked down here in the United States.
The other ones combined are 54. And we're 90.
We're 90, dude. Fuck them.
They can't even compete, dude.
You Philippines,
They're
you're a
pathetic.
joke. You're a fucking joke.
Only 18 mass shootings.
Ha!
Our percentage of the global mass shooters.
That ain't nothing. 15 Russia. I thought you claim to be a superpower. You can only organize 15 mass shootings in your country. You puss bags.
Dude, I think TJ could have been a mass shooter, dude.
Oh, I'd have been great. Dude, I had the idea to do the whole running people down in a car before that became a big thing too.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I wanted to do?
Bullshit. Carmageddon had that idea before you.
I wanted to drive like a big fucking truck or something into like a Walmart. Just fucking blast through the glass and just run people over in the aisles. And then when I crash the car, get out with my guns and start wasting motherfuckers. You know, that'd have been cool. Gun homicide rates are 25.2% higher in the U.S. than in other high-income countries.
South Korea, 0. Japan,
Dude,
0.
What do you think TJ's manifesto would be like if he was a shooter? Do you think it would be like, I would love to say that I'm saddened by this event, but that would be a lie. I'm not. I never cared. And there will be no more lies. I will no longer conform myself to the needs of others around me. The status quo.
The parasites.
Zeitgeist. The parasites and TV watchers of this world. None of you will ever forget what I'm about to do. And I like that. I jerk my dick to that. It'd be awesome, dude. Dude, can you just write your Tajanifesto, dude?
All right, here, I wrote it for you.
Did you already?
Yeah, I wrote it up.
Okay, go.
Not important. Rather, it's what I'm going to do. I fucking hate this world and the pathetic worms that grab onto its carcass. I'll think of that later. I haven't written this down yet.
Wow.
There you go, Paul.
That's beautiful, actually.
Beautiful.
Way better than what I was doing.
I'm going to murder everybody, dude. It's gonna
The
be
Netherlands, Spain.
What is this list again? Gun homicides. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
Look,
we're just the big red,
you
deep
see us?
red bar. Everybody else is in gray.
Hey, look,
our
gun homicide rates
gun dick is way
only
bigger than everyone else's gun
25.2
homicide
times
dick.
higher than the U.S. than other high-income countries.
I think it's kind of beautiful, you know? I think it's, this is one of the things that makes the United States one of the greatest countries, dude.
One of the things.
Just one. The U.S. has the highest rate of death by firearms in the developed world. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we?
Why would, yeah.
We're smart.
So here's a map, I guess. Homicides by firearms per 1 million residents. See, we're not even registered, so what are they talking about? Look at that. Look at all these look at all this red shit. We're not even red. We're gray. We're safe.
See, Central and South America are way worse than us, dude.
Oh, we're fine. Never mind. I'm giving up my anti-gun crusades.
Globally, the U.S. sees fewer gun-related murders than many of its neighbors in the South. Look at that. Look at these fucking criminal cocksuckers. We're way better.
So we have guns to protect us.
Yeah, we just, like, our criminals just do a bunch of people at once. Like, we've got way more of those guys, but, like, for the random, like, I'm one dude and I shoot another person.
Yeah, gang violence or
Yeah, we don't
random
get that.
violence. Yeah, we don't have that shit here.
20 startling facts about American society and culture.
Oh, dude, prepare to be startled.
Junk galore, dude.
I'm almost startled already. Americans are a diverse, wacky group of people. We're wacky. So
Are
let's
we?
see. Junk galore. Each American throws out about 4.4 pounds, 2 kilograms of trash every single day, according to the Environmental Protection Agency's latest 2012 figures. When the country's population is accounted for...
Just got food.
Oh, food. That means some 1.4 billion pounds of trash gets tossed in the U.S. daily. Although we're among the most wasteful people on the planet, we still generate less municipal solid waste than several island nations, particularly in the Caribbean.
Yeah, see?
Those small, isolated countries suffer from a lack of waste management options and infrastructure. Cool.
Boo.
Energy gluttonous. The Energy Information Administration reckons...
Gluttons, not gluttonous.
Sorry, gluttons, energy gluttons, reckons that the total worldwide energy consumption in 2012 of 529 quadrillion British thermal units, BTU, the United States gobbled up 18%. Keep in mind the United States supports about 230 million people, just 4.4% of the world population.
Do we love our power here?
Twilight of the Gods. Although a strong majority of U.S. adults, 74%, believe in God, this trend has dropped from 82% in 2005. A Harris Interactive poll found in 2013 many other surveys have documented this rise in irreligiousness, putting the figure at around 20 to 30% of the population that is not theistic.
Cool. Yay, we won, dude.
We're winning.
Dude, all our atheist videos back in the day, dude, we won.
We're winning.
We won.
Very superstitious. Notably, the same Harris poll found that 42% of Americans believe in ghosts.
I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks.
Dude, 42% of Americans believe in ghosts.
Ghosts.
Ghosts? That's fucking retarded.
Ghosts.
That is fucking gay. There's no ghosts. What the hell is this?
This is
it's like
chicken and shit, dude.
it's like unbreaded or something. Well, what the hell's the point of that? It's got fries and bread with it. I mean, it's gonna be breaking my diet anyway. Whatever.
Just suck it up, TJ.
I'll just suck it up into my mouth. It's gonna be good. Very superstitious. Oh yeah. So 42% of Americans actually believe in fucking ghosts.
It sounds like it. I kind of do.
Yeah, that's right. I even tricked you with that shit before.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think of them like as, the sheet-wearing ghosts of popular culture or whatever the fuck, but I don't know, dude. We don't understand everything about existence yet. We don't know if there's something about us that persists.
The ghost of the gaps argument.
Mm-hmm.
The ghost of the gaps.
Sorry, just getting some food situated here. Crackpot ideas. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even get through all these different statistics in the superstition category. 26% believe in witches. What?
Whoa.
Are you... What? Witches?
I mean, that's a shocker of a statistic. Witches, dude.
24% believe in reincarnation. I mean, whatever. Everyone has their stupid after-death bullshit. The respective beliefs in Casper and multiple lives have remained steady since 2005, but witches dropped 5 percentage points. So people are getting a little more skeptical of witches, but not any more skeptical of ghosts or reincarnation.
Fair enough. Well, I don't know, man. Ghosts. I think it's fun to believe in ghosts, but I don't really actually believe in them. It's fun to imagine that they might exist.
Sure.
Or like, maybe what we perceive as ghosts is actually some other scientifically explainable thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like parallel realities or whatever. The multiverse theory, and somehow the multiverses are kind of have echoes in them of other multiverses and shit.
Meanwhile, 7% of Americans believe the moon landing was faked. All right. According to a public policy polling survey in 2013, 4% supposedly copped to believing in shape-shifting reptilian people control our world by taking on human form and gaining power.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Fair enough. They said that maybe some of those people were joking, but I don't know. There actually are some people who believe that, so... Let's see. Perhaps a key reason for a large number of Americans' dubious notions are mediocre education statistics compared with other countries. The most recent set of data from 2012 reported the Program for International Student Assessment bears this out.
PISA.
Piece of
shit.
You piece of fucking trash. Which keeps on tabs on blah, 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 blah. Science, literacy, and math among 15-year-olds. Apparently, we ranked 27th out of 64 countries.
Great.
So we're in the middle. Whatever. That means
Yeah,
there's
good
lots
old middle of the road America. Like, why don't we fix this?
because we're America.
Fix it then.
So despite the less than stellar education rankings, the United States is the global leader in scientific publishing. The most recent data compiled by Thomson Reuters shows U.S. researchers authorizing 27.8% of the approximately 1.27 million papers published in 2012. China was in second place with 14%. The United States has slipped in its global share of the pie, however, from a third of the approximately 850,000 scientific papers published in 2003, back when China accounted for merely 4%. So, whatever. Fuck China.
I mean, yeah, what are you going to do? They're going to be, ascendant.
According to a 2014 survey of 11 rich nations by the Commonwealth Fund, the United States
destroy them first.
ranked dead last in overall healthcare performance in metrics such as equity of care, efficiency, and healthy lives, a three-part measure of mortality, amenable to medical care, infant mortality, and healthy life expectancy at age 60. Another reason for this poor performance is actually a top ranking garnered by the United States, the highest health expenditure per capita. The average American spends $8,505 a year on medical care, more than every other country, with the Swiss coming in second at $5,643. But those whose health care is ranked at number 2 in this survey, behind the United Kingdom. So, yeah, our healthcare system sucks. What are you going to do?
What else is new?
Speaking of life expectancy, the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs and other organizations peg the U.S. around 40th worldwide at 77.97 years overall, breaking down by gender as 75.35 for men and 80.51 as women. Life expectancy at birth indicates how long a newborn could expect to live if the patterns of mortality at birth were to stay the same throughout their lives.
So we don't live very long compared to 44 other countries, or 43. Packing on the weight. I don't even need this one. I know what this is going to say. We're the fattest fucks.
I don't think we're the fattest anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're way fatter than we should be.
Compared with 38%, let's see. A 2014 study in the journal The Lancet confirmed again that the U.S. is the most overweight country on the earth.
Oh, we are.
Well, this is kind of old. It's 2014. I think a couple countries have passed us since. Compared with 38% of men and 36.9% of women worldwide who are overweight or obese, 70% of men and 61.9% of women fall into the categories in the United States. Cool. China has the second highest absolute number of people with unhealthy weights, and a few countries...
Dude, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Fatties are in control here? We have the majority?
Uh-huh.
Why are we letting these skinny fucking faggots push us around and talk to us all the time about how we should be doing shit? We're the majority, bitches. 70.9% of us. We own this bitch. Shut the fuck up and exercise quietly.
Well, that's why I keep telling the skinnies that their days are numbered. I mean, the fat
That's
people
because y'all are
revolution
lazy
is
fucks,
coming.
though, so you'll never do anything about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're lazy fucks with the majority, the bully pulpit.
We're going to crowd you guys out.
Yeah. Your days are numbered, skinnies. It's over for you. In a nice utopian future, there won't be skinnies. Be just a bunch of little fat kids running around. Bunch of fat ass adults. The Wall-E scenario, man, yeah.
In uber-rich Qatar, folks sure have a lot of doctors to tend to them, 77.7 per 1,000 people, the highest globally according to the most recent World Bank data collected in 2010. The U.S. ranks low for developed nations with only 2.5 doctors per 1,000 people.
That's fucking ridiculous.
According to 2014 data from Nielsen, 71% of Americans own a smartphone. While on par with many other developed nations, the U.S. lags way behind the United Arab Emirates, where 85% have the smartphone. I don't really give a shit who has a smartphone. The World Bank reckons that 84.2% of Americans were internet users in 2013. The top three nations, Norway at 95.1%, Bermuda at 95.3%, and Iceland at 96.5%. Climate change outlier. Just 54% of Americans agree that ongoing climate change is largely the result of human activity, according to a 2014 survey by UK market research company Ipsos Mori. That slim majority contrasts with 93% in China, the highest of the countries polled, and is still well short of the 64% of
that's
Australia.
because China is at a point where we're not quite at yet. Wait until we get to the point where some of our cities are unlivable without wearing a fucking mask in them. And then let's see how that number changes. When people are having to go outside and put a fucking breathing mask on to exist out in the city that they live in, when it gets that bad here, because it's already that bad in multiple places in China. Just wait. We'll get there.
Americans sync up with the British when it comes to music. Of the top 10 best-selling music artists of all time in the United States, according to the Recording Industry Association of America, 4 hailed from the United Kingdom. The Beatles hold the top spot with 178 million albums sold, outpacing American country musician Garth Brooks in the number 2 slot with 135 million units sold. The rest of the top 10, Elvis, Led Zeppelin, the Eagles, Billy Joel, Michael Jackson, Pink Floyd, Elton John, and Barbra Streisand.
Whatever. I mean, they've got 4 out of fucking 10.
4 out of 10 ain't bad.
And, like, all those people were just represented people whose families generations before they were born should have moved to America. Their families made the mistake of staying on their blighted island.
For close to 200 years, spanning the Revolutionary War period in the mid-18th century to the World War II era in the mid-20th century, Americans were among the tallest people in the world.
Okay.
Thanks to abundant land and resources in our relatively sparsely populated country. Heights have leveled off, however, for around 5 decades at around 5 foot 9 inches for men and 5 foot 4 inches for women. Western and Northern European populations, such as the Dutch, have since become the tallest on Earth, likely owing to better access to health care and all that bullshit. I'm taller than 5'9". Fuck that shit.
Oh my God, can you imagine being 5'9"? Ugh. Must suck. Like, you're like the same height as your girlfriend and shit. Ugh. Fuck that noise. I'm glad I've never felt the sting of that horribleness.
The sting of being average height for a male. I don't know, man. I feel like 5'9" is short. I mean, maybe it's considered average. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's short to me.
That's what I feel like. Motorized love affair. According to the most recent World Bank data, the United States has 809 motor vehicles per 1,000 people. So, all right, we like cars. Cool.
We like cars.
Here's a cool one. The United States incarcerates more people than any other country. According to the International Center for Prison Studies, the country currently has more than 2.2 million people behind bars. That works out to about 22% of the total global population of inmates. Shocking when considering that the U.S. only supports 4.4% of the world's population.
Wonderful.
The land of the free.
Wow.
You're just saying,
What a sad
TJ, you trying to say
statistic.
that's not just an empty platitude?
No, I'm trying to say it is.
Lock 'em
I'm
up.
offended, dude. How dare you say that?
It's almost like when you make prison a for-profit industry, that there's a tendency to lock more people up. I don't know.
Are you saying there's an incentive, Paul? How dare you say that?
It's kind of crazy.
We have a crime problem, Paul. We have a crime problem.
It's like, if your business is, selling cow barns, it behooves you, right, for there to be way more cows, right? So you'd probably opt for legislation to be like, hey, let farmers have bigger fucking pastures with more cows.
Nah, I don't see that, Paul.
No, you don't think so? Oh, I admittedly have a limited understanding of capitalism. I don't.
You do. That's not why there's more for-profit prisons, Paul. It's to meet the demand because there's so many people committing crimes.
Okay.
So, Paul, someone's forcing them to commit the crimes.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Just want to clarify
So here's
that.
a good one. Among developed nations, the U.S. has highest teen pregnancy rate. Statistically, out of every 1,000 girls ages 15 and 19, 57 are pregnant at any given time. New Zealand is next worst with 51. England and Wales are 47. Switzerland has the lowest rate at 8 per 1,000.
Switzerland's got its shit together, man.
Switzerland really does have its shit together.
like
like
their
hardcore.
kids aren't
They
getting like
fucking do, man. I don't know what it's about
you know what I
Switzerland.
mean. No teen pregnancy bullshit. They got a lot of guns, but no violence. Like, what's going on
Like
over there?
Switzerland has guns, but they can actually handle them like adults.
Yeah, they're adult people over there, so they don't wave them around and carry them into Walmart with them and shit. And if they do, they're safe with them. Oh my god, man! What's wrong with us?
The Swiss just have shit figured out.
What is it though? What is the fundamental thing about their society that makes them? I know what the race baiters would say. It's because they're
They are pure.
Yeah, they are pure. They don't allow rampant immigration to Switzerland.
I don't know. Russia and there was a bunch of Russian and Eastern European countries that weren't doing too good, despite their whiteness. So
That's
I don't
true.
know.
Well, that's why I said, the race baiters would say that, but I don't think that's it. I just want to know, what it is in general about Switzerland that makes them, because they seem like on this list or just generally across the board, they got their shit together, man. This latest one is great. No teen pregnancy bullshit.
So does anyone in our chat? Some people in the chat have ideas. They said they're a direct democracy. They're free as a people. That's why.
Cool. You know what? I like to look more into
I
Switzerland.
really don't know much about Switzerland.
Yeah, neither do I, really. I mean,
So.
I've heard a couple things about, they have a really good...
I know their policy of neutrality in international affairs, which...
Well, I've read they're really good about, the child care laws, like child leave and stuff like that. I know they're very economically prosperous, but I don't really know much about the country beyond that. So it would be interesting to do it, maybe DFF, like fucking Switzerland. Like, why the fuck is
Yeah.
Switzerland so goddamn successful?
We'll get some yodeling music and we'll make a thing of it.
We'll try to find some Swiss person to come on and explain to us, what the fuck is going on with Switzerland?
We'll have some Swiss hot chocolate on the show,
Swiss cheese,
We'll
everything.
have a husky dog bring us hot chocolate on his collar, you know what I mean?
What the fuck is your secret, Switzerland? We want to know.
We'll dress in lederhosen. What do they eat in Switzerland? Cheese, I guess. Cheese with holes in it. We'll get some cheese with holes in it.
Good stuff. All right. Last statistic. Shut up. Hey, you know what? Your
eating noises. No,
fuck you, because you came in here and you went off to the side and fucking. I still have to stay here and run this shit.
I have nowhere to put food in front of me. You have a fucking table.
Well, I have to eat and do the goddamn show at the same
You
time.
could have taken
so
a break, TJ. You could have taken a break.
I'm not taking a break unless I'm going to go smoke a cigarette.
Oh, yeah, the only thing that's important
Saving
to
all
you.
his breaks for cigarettes,
Yes.
dude.
America is less culturally. I'm just going to eat fucking on the damn mic.
Oh,
Fuck you.
It's because it's like most people, they're eating, you're like...
America is less culturally diverse than you might think.
America is less culturally diverse than you might think.
Fuck.
Although on pace to be a majority minority country
I always look at these things. I
by early 2040.
act like it's a really bad thing. It's like, our country should be like this. It's like, I don't care what the country is like.
Yeah, our country will be what it is.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
gonna be
I'm not
what
gonna
it
wring
is.
my hands over it.
Yeah, what's it gonna be? There's a lot of things I care more about than the demographics of our country.
I really hate when people in the present try to impose their will on the future too. It's like, well, let's figure out this gay marriage thing. Well, what if people start marrying horses? It's like, if people in the future want to do that, that's on them.
Yeah,
Let's worry about now.
yeah, for sure.
We live here and now. What people in the future think is best, that's for them to argue and hash out.
I mean, there's certain things you have to plan for the future with. I understand that, but that's not really one of those things.
I mean, we can't. I'm talking about imposing sensibilities down the line.
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. You're not talking about building roads or infrastructure. You're talking about
no, just us deciding blithely what the future should be and trying to mold it to that. No, dude. Let the people that live then decide how they want to live and what's significant.
That's
to
kind of
them.
how the future is largely shaped by the past events. So
No,
I
of
mean,
course it is.
I mean, isn't everyone always really trying that? They're trying to leave a legacy that continues on.
I mean, I just don't like moving forward with that as the primary action. I don't know. Make now better, and the future's going to be better.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is
I mean, there's a logic to that.
look at now. I mean, obviously, some things about the future have to be accounted for. I'm not saying ignore the future. What I'm really saying is don't try to impose people do the same thing with the past. They try to look at people in the past through the lens of their fucking
Modern morality.
And they do the same thing to the future. I hope in the future they have the exact same moral sensibilities that we do today. It's like, I don't.
But that's
Fuck
all.
you.
Well, they're
that's
not
all-
going to.
That's all linked to what we're talking about, though. It's this desire for us to impose our shitty fucking ideas on the future. I have a belief that humanity has slowly but surely pulled itself out of the muck of ignorance.
Left.
We still got about two legs.
We see
and
you're in
half our
Mandeville.
fucking-
Left, TJ. No. Go back to the. Unless you're going back to us. The way to click off the thing was that there was an arrow on the left.
Okay, yeah.
Or not an arrow, an X.
I'm just saying that, to think that we've reached the pinnacle right now, and we hope that the
haven't.
future stays just like us is just stupid.
It's called hubris.
I hope the
Paul.
future's better than us. I hope they have it better figured out in the future. I hope they're not still mired in the same problems, the same inequalities, and the same injustices and shit.
That would suck if they were. I mean, if in 500 years humanity's at the same place or worse,
I hope they look at us like we look at like other ancient cultures.
Like how barbaric
What
they
a bunch
were.
of barbarians. How did they even live? That's how I hope the future is.
Yeah, like they didn't have nanobots to do that, or some, whatever bullshit. Like it would just be kind of sad if we were looked at as like, damn, those were good times. You know what I mean?
I mean, that might be true,
though.
though.
It might be though. I mean,
Yeah.
look at one of the things I pulled on this list. That you guys are going to see is about the environment. And when you get to that portion, that's going to take a lot of your hope away. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I don't have any anyway. There's nothing left.
Oh,
for me.
you have a little bit of hope.
Maybe there's a crumb at the bottom of the cookie jar,
Yeah.
so I guess it'll snatch
Yeah.
that out like the Grinch.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What are you doing? What are you doing, TJ? You're slowly just shifting off camera.
I'm trying to find this thing you're talking about. This environment shit. Oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and look at that because we don't have a whole lot of time left for the segment.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's go ahead.
About 20 minutes or so.
Yeah. 20.
Yep. 20
Let's take a
minutes
look
left.
at let's get the last crumb of hope out of Paul's cookie jar.
All right. So this is the numbers that are just
Real
increasing as we
time
go.
too. Cool.
World population right now. So every time you see that tick up, another human being.
So we're
More of us.
7.5 billion, approaching 8 billion people on the planet right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Born.
Got it.
Born.
Oh
born,
God,
born,
people
born.
stop.
More. What?
That's a baby coming out of a woman's pussy right the fuck now.
Wah, 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 wah,
Wah counter.
Number of consumers globally.
That keeps going up too. That's going up real fast.
Well, that's going up at the same time as the birth, right? Because you're a consumer from fucking age zero.
looks like it's
Well,
going up
they're not-
faster.
I think they just mean like people who are actually spending the money themselves, not just the kids.
Dude, it's going up quicker.
Oh, so these are people that are turning like 16 and getting access to a credit card or some
Let's
shit.
see how they're defining it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't really see anywhere.
Yeah,
they're
it's hard.
defining.
It's hard to tell like when do you become a consumer?
Whatever. I'm assuming they have some kind of
Sure.
logic behind it. Number of planet Earths we need to provide resources and absorb our waste. We just need a 0.6%. We just need 0.69 more Earths.
Yeah, just give us another planet Earth and we'll be fine.
Colonize Mars. Colonize Mars. Elon Musk. Colonize Mars.
Save us, Elon Musk. Save us.
Save us, Elon Musk. This next number is USS spent on fair trade products. Oh, okay. I see that's a dollar sign. It's just hard to... You can't even barely see them.
Yep.
So this is the number of dollars spent on fair trade products globally this year. And that number's...
Hey, it's going up.
That number's popping up real fast.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't mind being in that market.
This is how many tons of resources we've extracted from the Earth this year. And that's going up...
Look at it.
real
Globally.
Dude, we're like a fucking leech on this planet. Look at us. Like a big, just horrible vacuum on this place.
like the fucking
Holy
space
fuck.
balls,
Hey,
dude.
need a little more. Need a little more. Need a little more.
Just hoovering the resources out of this place.
You missed tons of waste dumped.
Oh, my God.
This is in tons.
So that every one of those numbers increasing is a ton of waste being dumped.
It's not too much.
I can't even see it. Like, the number's going up so fast, I can't follow it with my naked eye.
It's only look at that, Paul. It's only 28 million, dude. It's not bad.
What the fuck?
28 million tons. And this is tons of waste dumped. Only a million.
Oh, look, the coral reef is visibly shrinking. That's fun.
So tons of seafood produced. We're doing a pretty good job.
Nothing to worry about, though, guys. Just natural part of the
78,000
cycle.
tons.
Percent of coral reefs. Hey, at least there's one number going
Hey,
down.
it's going down.
Yeah.
69%. We're all. That's a majority.
Time left to the end of seafood.
29 years, dude. That's not bad.
All right. Yeah. I'll be like fucking
Yeah, I'll be like
old as shit.
yeah, I'll be
by
like
then.
60,
I'll be like
dude.
60,
Cool.
So, whatever.
It'll be like 61 or
Dude,
something.
it'll be worldwide seafood shortages well before that.
Oh
though.
yeah, dude. That I mean,
Price of seafood's going to go through the fucking
that just means
roof.
when like there's basically no viable stocks. of
Japan's
fish
gonna
left.
have a fucking total sea change. Like all these countries that base most of their diet on ocean fish and shit. Like it's over. They're gonna become Burger King eaters.
Yeah, like Iceland, Japan, a lot of these coastal countries, they're fucked, dude.
McDonald's time
And there's
for
the
you.
how many tons of fish we discard globally.
Well, that seems like a good number to see going up.
And look,
Especially
tons
considering
of
we have-
plastic waste dumped in oceans.
Sweet.
Only 5,000
Yeah.
tons.
Tons of fresh water used today. Cool. Yeah.
Damn. We were blowing through that shit.
Tons of traded virtual water. What the fuck is that?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know that either. Liters of water I have used today. Oh, yeah.
Even your total consumption, like meat, any product you use that it takes water to produce, or that needs to be consumed.
So what's this? 5 billion people without sewage systems. It's like 5 billion something. Cool.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
5 billion out of the almost 8. Not bad.
Yeah.
Deaths from dirty water and other related diseases globally this year.
1.8 million. Cool.
Not bad. We're doing good.
3 billion something.
People in need
Number
of water.
of people in need of water. That'd be fine. That'd be fine. Look, if we gave these people water, imagine how much faster this would be going.
Why don't they just go into the 7-Eleven and get themselves an Alhambra or some shit?
I don't know. Stupid. Yeah,
What's the
foreigners
problem
are.
here?
So years of you were talking about China a minute ago. Years of healthy life lost from air pollution. 18 million. 430,000.
Not a problem.
That's
though.
global, though. That's not just China.
Well, yeah, but I'm just
That's
saying.
a big
like,
driver of that, though.
Yeah,
is those
I mean,
cities.
they're living in putrid, fetid.
Have you seen
fucking-
the Have you seen the air in some of the major Chinese cities, dude?
It looks like it's
They're
foggy
rivers.
outside, but it's not foggy outside.
About 400,000 deaths from air pollution in cities this year. 51 years of time left to recovery of ozone hole. It's not going to recover. Don't worry about it. 90% of time spent indoors in the Western world. I'm fine with it. 9,514. That's liters of air that I've inhaled today so far. You don't know what I've done. Fuck you.
Yeah, dude, maybe I've been controlling my breaths. How would you know?
Waste. This is the tons of waste from households globally this year.
837,565,000.
That's
And
a
it-
lot of waste.
And it keeps growing. Oh, it's about to be. When's it going to go up next? Oh, when's it going to go up? Oh, now it's 66.
20 million tons of electronic waste thrown out.
Bah, don't need this piece of shit anymore.
281.57 say U.S. dollar income for e-waste worker. What the fuck is e-waste?
People that deal with electronic waste.
Oh, okay. Number of plastic bags produced worldwide this year. Whoa.
Jesus.
Is that that's like trillion, right? It's like 2 trillion. 2.5 trillion plastic bags this year.
That's insane.
Jesus.
Square
kilometers of plastic soup in the world's ocean.
Jesus. What is that, 2 billion?
I don't know. I can't tell because there's no commas. It's pretty crazy. Tons of hazardous waste thrown out. Yeah, okay. About 200 million. About 1 billion tons of waste dumped into our ocean this year.
Man,
Mining.
we're doing a good job with this.
We're good stewards of
Oh,
this
here's
planet,
more
dude.
of our
We're
vacuum
really-
cleaner.
We're taking care of the planet.
Captain Planet. He's a hero.
Man, no, yeah, all that outreach they did in the 80s and 90s about the environment really worked.
Tons of
man.
resources mined from Earth. So globally this year, 20 million. 20
That's
million
billion,
ton-
dude.
Oh, billion. I'm sorry. 20 billion.
20 billion. Yep.
Jesus. 20 billion fucking tons.
It's not million. It's billion.
It's just going by so fast. Yeah, you're right.
1,300 tons of gold mined. Not a whole lot of gold on the planet compared to other resources. Wow, what is that, 3.8 trillion something?
Tons of waste.
produced from gold mining.
So to get that little amount of gold, this is how much waste has to be produced
Jesus.
in tons.
There's 3 billion tons of coal mined.
Which we don't even need to fucking...
Time left till end of pollution.
Oh, we're not doing too bad.
So, yeah, in 2,981 years,
It's all solved itself.
177 days, 8 hours, and 11 minutes, pollution's dead. Oh, in 36 seconds.
Hey, 34 now.
I think it'll end before that when humanity, is extinct in
No.
100 years or something.
That's wrong. It'll probably take that long to heal anyway without us.
Yeah,
like
with
it's
the
gonna
biodiversity
take
and shit. Or biodegradable
I mean, it'll be like
shit.
the oceans will be spitting plastic onto the beaches for fucking ever. Like basically forever.
Let's see. Tons of steel recycled, about 200 million, or somewhat closer to 300.
Yeah, 293 million.
Tons of steel produced, about 800 million. What the fuck is this?
This is wastewater from steel
This
mining.
is 46 billion tons of wastewater from steel mining.
So you see a lot of these industries, basically, they're just trying to point out, they're producing this, but look how much water they're using, and just that water is going to be useless to us. You can't drink that water at that point. It's gone.
26 million energy use from mining in terajoules worldwide this year.
People killed for mining. 7,700. See, look, we're producing way more people than that. We can afford to lose those people.
Oh yeah. Did you see that?
Did you see the freaking birth count? I think
Yeah.
we can afford to lose 7,000 people on mining,
Make mining dangerous again, honestly. Let's get that number going up a little faster. We got to balance this population out, man.
Hectares of forests cut down or burned. I can't tell what the number is.
I think it's 6 million.
It's 6 million, yeah.
That's
Percent
really
of wild forests left, 29.
these are really the ones on this and the ocean one, like the fact that the ocean fish are going to be completely fucking almost gone from the planet in 29 years is a stark, but this forest shit, this is really where we're fucking ourselves. Because this is what makes it possible for us to exist on the planet. This is what makes the oxygen on the planet. So it's like,
Oh, the ocean has a big role in that, too.
well, yeah. I mean, it's all part of the ecosystem.
yeah, the whole
right?
ecosystem is just...
So that's why I say, the ocean and the fucking
We're
forest.
essentially destroying the ecosystem.
We're shitting where we eat.
Yeah, where the planet we live on.
100%.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we're like... If you're wondering about how fucked humanity is, the answer is pretty
We're
fucked.
like that first dipshit tribe of neo-humans that wandered out of the primordial forests and found a river and started shitting upstream from our own village. You know what I mean? We were the first ones to learn
Why
that.
fat gets sick?
Yeah. Why water tastes like poo-poo? Like, I wonder. Why? But we're just doing that on a global scale. Like, now that we have brains that can comprehend the idea of the fact that we have one planet to live on and we have to take care of it, because if we shit on the environment, like, we're literally just dumping where we get our water. Shitting on our food, making our food into shit, poisoning every place that we gather in any number that's great. Just absolutely poisoning
And you
it.
see, so there's 2,662,245 hectares of replanted forest. So look at the rate of consumption. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we're at a huge deficit.
And meanwhile, look at the desert growth. So this is as a result of deforestation and shit.
Desertification is increasing. We're cutting the forest down quicker than we can replant them. I mean, it's a lose-lose.
And look at how fast that fucking wood. So what we turn trees into, look at how fast that's going up. It's like a goddamn
Well, you have more and more.
buzzsaw.
Well, here's the reality: you have more and more people. There's more and more demand, and eventually, you're just going to a point where that demand exceeds supply, and then it's just going to be cost and price scarcity. And then when that doesn't work, it's just going to be chaos because people are going to want these resources and they're going to kill for them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's clear that's going to happen. I mean, there's no other way around it. Like, you're going to want something, and there's going to be a lot of losers and a few people that get those resources, and that's what's going to happen.
We're fucked. We're just absolutely fucked on every one of these statistics, and it just goes on and on and on.
Well, yeah, because at the point we're at now, like, how do you stop? I mean, okay, some people are just going to live off the land now. Like, it's not going to happen.
You know what counter is missing from this list, though. Honestly, cigarettes TJ has smoked. It would be going up about as fast as the desert growth.
Another motherfucker. So let's see. We're about 4 hours into the show.
Not even. Not quite 4 hours into the show. And
I understand if a man's got to take a piss or something. I understand that.
that's one. Yeah, but you know.
You gotta get something to drink. I mean, there's things
Yeah.
like that. But man, you gotta go smoke a fucking cigarette.
Yep, twice.
Fucking shame on you, TJ.
So every 2 hours. So how many cigarettes is that during the 24-hour
I mean,
show?
it's like 12 at least. 12, 13 cigarettes.
But that's not counting the 2 or 3 that he's going to suck down when we're in between streams.
Oh yeah, when we hit the 6
Yeah,
hour
when
point.
we're taking our like little 10 or 15 minutes to reorient between these streams, dude. Chain smoking.
Yeah, so at least a pack.
Yep.
2 packs gonna be gone before the end of the fucking day. Sorry, guys.
How long? Oh, dude, we'll take a bet on this. How long do you think it'll be before TJ tries to talk you into letting him smoke in here?
Oh, dude. Probably about 9 hours in, he'll be like, "Yeah, I'm tired of getting up. Let me smoking here, Scotty.
I need to stretch my back out too because it's pretty bad.
My back. My back.
My back. God damn it.
Why don't you start exercising, TJ?
Well, the point is we're destroying the fucking
let's
planet
look at the last one. Number of species gone extinct.
so far this year.
Bye.
66,556. Bye.
Yep.
Nice to know you. You're
See ya.
gone forever.
See ya, biodiversity.
You're gone.
We're gonna be a desert planet. We're gonna suck every resource out of this planet until it's just a lifeless fucking ball of dirt.
We'll be the first species to actually prompt a mass extinction event.
Muddy, acidic fucking water.
Cool.
Mm-mm-mm.
Boop, boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. TJ's going to go to the bathroom in 3 hours. What? Yeah, that's true. I probably will at some point.
Nope, you gotta hold the whole
Wow,
time.
dude, somebody's
have room-
tracking your digestive habit, dude.
We have too many, let's see. Planet Earth, facts about its orbit, atmosphere, and size. You have a little more time here. So here's a few little random stats. Average distance from the sun, 92,956,050 miles.
Whoa.
Or you can look in kilometers, too. I'm not going to.
149 million kilometers.
Closest approach to the sun is about 91 million miles.
147 million kilometers.
Farthest distance is 94.
I like that.
Length of the solar day, single rotation on its axis, 23.93.
That's already wrong. Dude, it's 24.
24.
Duh. Paul knows what he's talking about.
Paul knows. Length of a year, single revolution around the sun, 365.26.
That's why we have a leap year.
So wait a minute. Does that mean we only have to do a 23.934 hour show?
Damn, dude.
Hey, yeah.
know
Good
what?
fucking
Fuck this
point,
shit,
Paul.
dude.
Change the name of the show in the stream right now, TJ, to the 23.934
I mean, I
hour show.
created 4 different streams for each segment of this. There's no way I'm doing that.
Too bad, TJ.
No.
Bullshit.
Oh,
Go
okay.
fuck yourself, Paul.
Go fuck yourself, Paul. Fuck yourself.
Paul. Go. Paul, listen. Go fuck yourself. Paul.
Go fuck yourself, okay?
Yeah, I know what I'm saying, Paul. Go fuck yourself, yo.
So, Chi, did you know this? Scientists think the Earth was formed at roughly the same time as the Sun and other planets, some 4.6 billion years ago.
Universe is 6,000 years old.
Wow.
Whoa, dude.
What? You're not taking that
6,000 years
old.
old? Well, why do you think that, TJ?
You got to add up the ages of all the fuckers in the Bible, dude.
You don't gotta do shit.
You gotta?
You gotta, man. Look,
You
are you
gotta do
deny?
it.
Are you gonna deny God?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess you
I deny the Holy Spirit, dude.
I
Okay,
reject
there.
the Holy fucking
Yep.
Spirit. I
That's
reject the Holy
shit.
Ghost.
That's the unforgivable sin, dude. You're fucked, Scotty. You're going to hell. I said,
Hey,
I
little boy,
deny
you're
it,
going to hell.
but you rejected it.
Is
I rejected
going to hell. He's gonna burn for all.
I plan on
time.
having a deathbed conversion. My plan has always been to convert to Catholicism on my deathbed because they've got the best express elevator. Because all you got to do is confess, and you're saved.
I done it.
So I'll be
Please,
like, I
Jesus.
sinned, I was sexually improprietous, and I did drugs, and I called people mean names, and whatever, and I'm right into heaven.
Cool, dude. That's all you got to do?
Yeah, and if I'm wrong, what did it cost me? 15 minutes with a priest? I mean, whatever. I'm willing to pay that much for the peace of mind,
Peace.
Till then, though, fuck this religion shit.
You gonna do that, TJ?
You gonna have a
Deathbed?
deathbed conversion?
Yeah, sure.
to
why
hedge
not?
your bets?
Like,
what religion
come on,
are you
Jesus!
gonna go with?
I'm just gonna fucking convert to just general God.
You're gonna be like a deist.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like God.
But if
God,
you're a deist,
I
why
worship
would you
thee."
petition the deity that has nothing to do with you?
Well, I'm not. I mean, I'm not necessarily a deist. Just a generalized theist. Like I don't have time. I'll be like, God, forgive me for whatever I've done wrong, please.
But you're not gonna like define which god you're talking
Well,
to.
I don't want to choose wrong.
Yeah, but
All
what if
gods.
being general about it is choosing wrong to this god, and he wants you to name him? What if he wants to be like Yahweh or Yeshua or Muhammad or whatever the fuck?
Fuck, I don't know them.
Save me, and you got to pick one.
You gotta pick one, TJ.
Yeah, you got to
Pick a
ruffle through the
god.
deck. I already
All right,
picked
TJ.
Catholicism.
We're playing the deathbed game, TJ. You gotta choose a fucking deity to be like, shit, dude, I'm dying. My time's up.
I'm gonna get the last rites and
Alright,
omnipotris et
gotta
filii.
fucking try to find one that's gonna get me into heaven. The heaven game, dude.
the sprinkling.
So spin the wheel and choose a religion.
Spin the heaven wheel. I guess I'll just convert to Buddhism, and then I'll just get reincarnated.
If you reincarnate, it's like a
Bro,
fucking...
what if you come back as like a worm or some shit?
I mean, that might not be so bad.
You were karmically so out of balance.
TJ will be an intestinal worm, dude. That'll
Yeah,
be
you'll be
cool.
like somebody's shit worm
That don't sound too bad.
living in the gut of a disgusting fat dude like me.
Yeah, but I won't have any concept
Well, then
of
I'm
how
smart.
disgusting it is.
I'm gonna
It'll
do
just be a
I'm
dumb
gonna
worm.
do Islam, dude, because then I got all the virgins. Remember?
Well, yeah, but you'll have to waste so much time that you could spend on enlightenment being a dumb fucking gut worm.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
And then if you're a shitty gut worm, you got to be a gut worm again or worse. Like, you got to learn karmically back in steps to get to be a human being again. You don't want to be a Buddhist.
You're a gut worm.
I'll be a Buddhist.
Yeah,
it's
you just
fine.
be a gut worm for the rest
You're a
of your
nematode,
existence.
TJ.
Nematode. Yeah, that could be something.
That could be something. I don't really know.
That could be a thing. For all I know, that's a thing.
Well, I'm gonna have fun with my virgins. That's all I know.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I mean, of course, I have infinite amount of time to fucking do whatever. I mean, they're not gonna be virgins for long. Let's put it that way.
Funny shit, Scotty. You one funny motherfucker, Scotty.
Not according to the internet.
You one hilarious some bitch, Scotty.
Also, not according to you, TJ.
Yeah, bitch, motherfucker, kill your ass.
Want to fucking mock me? You think it's funny, TJ?
I do. I think it's kind of funny.
Think it's fucking kind of funny?
I think it's kind of a little
How
bit
about I
funny.
get out of this fucking up off this couch and slap the shit out of you?
Whoa.
That'll be fucking funny. TJ.
I don't think that'd be funny at all.
I think it'd be hilarious.
I think that'd be fucking lame. dude.
Hilarious.
I like this
TJ.
shit, dude. 4 hours in, and we're all still full of piss and vinegar. Dude, we got this shit in the bag.
Say that 8 hours.
Yeah,
from now,
just
Paul.
20 hours
We
left.
got this in the bag.
Only 20 hours to go.
Four
A mere
hours
20
in.
hours left, and then
Still full of piss. Still full of vinegar.
1/6 of the way done.
Hey, that's not a bad way to look at it. That's not bad. 1/6. Hey,
1/6.
guys.
Just do the same thing we just did 6 times.
6 times
6
over.
more times.
Well, no, 5 more times.
5
But,
more
you know.
times.
Oh yeah,
over.
true. Yes,
Right.
that's correct.
'Cause
But
we've done one.
yeah. Yeah, just the
not
same
too
thing
bad.
5 more times over, and we're done. Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Goes the dynamite.
Boom.
Boom, I say.